remove the startup movies.
The what?
The movies that appear on startup, so it boots up quicker.
Oh, you mean like the Rocksteady and WB logo?
Yeah, we can get rid of them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You need to go into the game folders. Just open local directory in Steam. If
I
you
see.
right-click the, you're
All
looking for the
Well, I
BM
already
game
got
folder.
the game booted up. We can talk about that later.
All right.
Hey, also got the code up for skins if we need
Yeah,
that.
I was actually about to ask
Alright.
that. How's it going, Sonox? Yeah, we'll be getting ready to go here momentarily. Although I do have food on the way. So when that gets here, I'm taking 2 minutes to put my tenders next to me.
Oh, by the way, you know the channel you raided at the end of your Mario Kart
was
thing?
Happy AFK?
It was dead.
Oh, it was dead? Oh,
Awesome.
cool. Awesome. Love sending you guys on a wild goose chase. Okay, fucking let me just do this real quick. What the, oh, because you've seen Batman just automatically moving the tiles. He was like, I ain't pressing anything. I didn't. Alright, this is alright, Pat, do you have the code?
Yep. It is left, left, down, down, left, left, right, up, down.
Okay, I heard it. Do we have to? We can just resume from the next checkpoint,
Yeah.
right? And I can do that.
Yeah, and it just goes to custom select right after.
That said, what are we feeling today? We have Batman, Batman. I don't know. Kind of. Pat, you gave me the code, so you get a choice.
Let's go with Batman Inc. for this one.
Batman Incorporated.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Just to make sure you guys can hear Pat and Experiment, right?
Ahoy, hoy.
Okay. Cool.
This is.
Just making sure, because sometimes I forget to unmute the Discord channel.
All right. Yep.
Okay, when we last left off, Batman was just doing Batman things, and I got fucking distracted as all hell. That's kind of the name of the game with Arkham City. There's so much busy work that you just kind of forget about the main plot for a little because you want to fucking fly through virtual reality rings.
Well, I mean, you don't want to.
I don't know. I kind of want to. Fuck Joker. Well, where's that coming from? Someone's in danger. Oh. Well, there goes my my climatic break-in. The fucking fire escape just. No, I don't want to climb. I want to be Batman and drop onto his shoulders. Damn.
Oh, now I can't remember the Batman the musical from that one Batman Beyond episode.
A superstitious, cowardly lord.
But this is Shway. It's Schwarbage.
That's when I'm talking to Zoomers. That's basically.
What the hell kind of plants are those? They look kind of familiar. Since when?
Right, what are we on our way towards?
We just did GCPD.
Yeah.
So we're off to the Iceberg Lounge, I believe.
Oh, the penguin stuff. Okay. Then we're gonna do that advanced augmented reality training since we're already here. It's along the way. We're gonna be trying to do that. We'll try to be better about that, like just doing stuff along the way instead of just like fucking going to Iceland to do a side quest and then going back to Gotham.
We're sorry, Trios. Maybe next time.
Damn.
Oh, I think I'm remembering this one being a pain in the ass.
So you need to like do a loop around.
It's like a loop around, and then you gotta maneuver through the glass right here. Yeah, that's the exact reason why it sucks. That part right there.
What the fuck are they made out of? Fucking concrete? It's supposed to be flannel.
I think it's supposed to be like there's an iron bar behind them. I think is the idea.
Or they're just a solid plane that you just interact with like any other wall.
Of course I am. And anyway,
It's like certain games. You can smash down a wooden fence. Oh, but if it's a volleyball net, sorry, not even the gods can destroy that.
Ledge, dude. Anyone to do that? I mean, we're talking about having a death count earlier. It's like, no, man, just do fucking VR fail count. That's more fun, I
See,
think.
this would be just where I would just hit the command console key and just type TCL and call it a day. Don't need to worry about hitting stuff when there's no collision.
I wasn't shooting at you. Batman doesn't even have a gun. Oh, okay, actually.
Well, we know that's a lie.
About that.
Oh no! Oh, why did I turn? Why did I turn so wide?
I always knew you were chicken.
No, I'm a bat. It's inaccurate on two fronts.
But it's fine, we only LARP on weekends.
Now I'm Chicken Man. Cock Man on Saturday nights. But we don't talk about that. It's Sunday.
It's my gritty reboot of Cow and Chicken.
Yeah. Dude, Batman, fucking turn!
It's like GTA 4's driving controls all over again.
Keep failing these AR sessions and goons talk shit behind my back. I can hear them because I got enhanced hearing. They don't know that. Now I'm sad, man. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on a second. That goddamn, that just inconsistent. Now I just went through the fucking thing.
Hello, my name is Consistency. How are you?
Annoyed.
I don't know. How are you? And it depends.
Yeah, the RetroArch stuff.
Oh yeah, can you want to go ahead and what happened with the RetroArch thing? I was gonna ask you about that.
God, where do we start?
Well, I mean, you got plenty of time because like, I'm doing this shit. So.
Okay, so the head of RetroArch has a notorious, and I mean very notorious, history of being very aggressive to developers.
Okay.
Being very transphobic with people.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
They also have no issue with changing licensing, stealing people's codes, and then not giving them credit. They also, and I know they did this for a fucking fact, they stole the software development kits for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Wii U and used it to make their own RetroArch ports. I don't even need to tell you how much illegal that is.
Yeah, that's super fucking illegal.
And then there's all the bullying and harassment, one of which was a dear friend of mine who committed suicide last year. I will never fucking forgive him for that. Ever.
That was this guy, right?
Nia.
Nia, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
The developer of BeastNES and Hygen.
I remember hearing about that through the grapevine. So what was the straw that broke the camel's back, if you don't mind me asking?
The developer of DuckStation.
Oh, was it a call outpost, basically? Just like that enough?
Yeah, because they were stealing his code from a private repository and just outright harassing and bullying him. One of the developers, I think it was for Rycast and Null DC, they started harassing their employers with emails just to fucking gaslight them.
Oh my god. Alright, so what I'm hearing is that I should delete RetroArch at this point. I just use standalone emulation?
Yep, and I know you like your shaders, but that's where Reshade comes in. It's the same shader things, but it can be used for any program.
I'm familiar with Reshade, because I used to use that for 14. Before I went into...
there are CRT shaders, so we can cover you there.
Yeah, we'll just have to talk about that after.
And he's got, here's the name I keep forgetting, Twin Apex. He's also a bit of a 4chan prick. So he has this little private army of fucking 4chan trolls going after people. Also harassed the developer of Redream because he closed sourced it and he begged to fucking get that open source so he could steal it.
This sounds like a mess.
It is a mess. And he was one of the people he then went and emailed the developers' employers to say he was being harassed by them, when it was clearly the opposite fucking way round. See, that's the reason DuckStation died, is because of all the fucking bullying Twin Apex has been fucking doing. Or, you know, whatever alias he feels like changing to this fucking week. Like, you can just see it if you go on my Twitter. The last post I did will tell you a lot of it. If you Google RetroArch leaks, you will get everything you'll need to know. It is a deep rabbit hole, and I'm going to warn you, it's not for the faint of heart.
Oh boy.
It is some seriously nasty shit. And if Twin ever hears this, you better pray to God I never fucking find you, or you're anywhere within 2 feet of me. Because I'll tell you right now, what I might do afterwards, there is not a power on this earth that would stop me.
Don't think this is the place to make threats, if I'm being honest.
No. But you do not fucking cause my friend
I understand. I understand you're angry, but this is not the place to be making threats.
I know. I understand. I just need to get it off my chest.
Yeah. I understand you're angry. It's fine. It's fine. I get you, but this is not the place for it.
So anyway, physical assault on the random street.
Yeah.
How do we transition off of that?
Right! Batman beats people up! Gonna punch the shit out of you and then dox your address.
I mean, considering he was doxing people.
Who, Batman?
Nah, Twin.
No, I was gonna say Superman docs Batman. Oh, I missed the fucking trophy.
Well, to be fair, doesn't Batman have, like, everyone's fucking details on his supercomputer at all times?
Yeah, Brother Eye.
And, like, detailed plans on how to counter everyone, including himself. Just on the off chance, like, an alternate universe version comes through.
Finnegan's is that a riddle?
Look out! Batman's here!
No, Batman's not here.
That looked like a stage punch right there.
Well, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it nice and safe. You know, they're paid actors. So.
Is it me, or does like this combat system sometimes just like fail to lock onto an enemy?
It depends on who you. It's not so much locking onto an enemy; it's who you hold the analog stick towards.
Because I've done it sometimes where I've said the analog stick, "All right, go after this idiot," and then it'll be just like, "Oh, go for it." I'm just gonna miss.
I noticed
Nah,
that
I'm gonna go the
a
other way.
lot in Asylum. It's probably the game it happens the most in on that, but probably because it was the first iteration of it.
I do remember it happening in this game, but not as often. I can't speak about Origins or Night.
I kind of just mostly trained myself to kind of slow down on the button presses, to kind of give it a sec to figure out who's the closest one near me, sort of deal.
He's here!
You guys didn't see nothing.
Political prisoner rescued by Claire.
Am I political?
I mean, isn't that how we got in here to begin with?
You had a press conference right in front of Arkham City just a little bit ago, so, yeah.
Feuding families, the Moroni family.
Yeah, I just solved the riddle. So let's fucking. I keep hitting start thinking it's the map button. It's not. It's not the map button.
Oh, we can't remap the controllers stuff in this one, can we?
I'm pretty sure you can. Maybe.
If you go through Steam and do it like that way.
Yeah.
Like that.
But it's fine. It's like it's not the end of the world. It's just muscle memory because I play so many games that have different functions for start and select. All right, let's go back to plot for a while because side quests are kind of. Oh wait, hold on a second. Wasn't there something? Oh my god.
I have my finger on the Batman transition ready to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If I am remembering correctly, isn't this the rooftop where you fight Deadshot? I
Yes.
say fighting big
Yeah.
quotation marks.
Yeah, when the side quest is done, yeah.
But it's like, ah, you'll never get me here, and then you just slide underneath the helipad and just be like, surprise, motherfucker.
Batman! It's Batman!
Well, I mean, at least their vision's 2020. Gotta give them that. I'm gonna break your arm now.
I mean, hey, they must have one hell of a medical plan if they're working in this shithole of a city.
Well, I mean, Batman doesn't. He doesn't kill, but he does maim and then kill them with medical bills.
Batman is clear. All freaks are down.
Because you see, then it's the government.
Yeah,
That kills.
which is not Batman.
The American health system doing its magic. I wonder what the password will this be. Could it be something related to a museum?
Get inside.
What if it was just museum? Like literally, I'm pretty sure there are like museum routers out there in this world that have the Wi-Fi password as museum.
I also like that in this series, no matter how dire the situation is, Batman will always be uber polite, opening and closing doors.
Pieces for breaking in here.
Because you just think, oh, it's an urgent situation, just boot the thing open. No, I'm just going to turn it carefully, turn the door knob, rotate, go through. Okay, now where were we? Oh, right, yeah. Rearranging your limbs.
Yeah, not like RE4 where, like, you know, you just kick the door open and if you press it twice, kind of deal. Whoa, that dude just...
Yeah, it's fine.
You can do it in Deathloop as well, if you use the boot to the head option. Oh, right, this is the whole you gotta go through a window thing.
Nice. I wish they were all this brain dead. That is... Ow. Okay, Batman, what do we learn?
See, if I do it with feel.
You can always take the door, Batman.
But doors are for evil people.
Yeah,
Civilians,
we're in the museum now, so Penguin's our next fucking...
If I recall, we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, I guess we got like the whole Bat Shark thing.
Communication back to the Batcave.
Oh, that's right. We also we have to go through the 3 towers.
Oh, the fucking...
The towers.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
rooftop
jammers.
towers.
I completely forget about this. Every time. Isn't that a penguin thing a riddle solution?
I think it's something
Yeah.
you break, yeah.
I think there's like 15 of them or something like that.
God.
Who's...
Alright.
Hello.
Hello, Jason.
No, they're right.
It's Ryan.
Oh, right, sorry. Look, you never see him in the same room
Not
at the same
again!
time. Apologies. Hi,
Arkham
Ryan.
City is not the place for... I don't know what the hell it said. Oh, wait. Oh, no. There's just a riddle here, actually. I think it's the Hat Shop logo or the Live Nudes. I'm hoping it's Live Nudes. Oh, no. It's just...
Yeah, we'll
it's
be back
Mad
here
Hatter.
later for a side quest.
It's just Mad Hatter.
Oh no, we'll be back here next game. Sorry.
Oh, what the
Got my games confused.
fuck. All
We're
right.
playing as Keaton, man.
Batman Incorporated, yeah. Which might as well be like an adaptation of the '89 suit, yeah.
Closest thing we got to Keaton in this
Yeah.
game.
Well, I mean, the yellow emblem predates
Yeah,
the
the-
'89, yeah.
It
The
does,
suit.
but it was most famous from.
It's mostly yeah.
Like,
Keaton
when
made
you
it
think
famous.
of that logo, you're thinking of 89.
You're thinking of Keaton. Yeah. That's why it's actually one of my favorite costumes, Arkham Knight. It's just Keaton Batman. It's just too bad the fucking body disappears in certain instances. You're just floating head and arms. You're not Batman anymore, you're Rayman.
I think Batman Inc. was like newest suits at the time this game came out, if I recall.
It's like
Bravo.
2010, so.
That or we're getting close to Flashpoint, so possibly Thomas Wayne's Batman suit.
Oh, with the red eyes and the bulky frame, basically. It's essentially
Well,
just
and the
Dark Knight
red
Returns
emblem,
and
the
red
red emblem.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
It's basically just Dark Knight Returns, but it's red eyes and red emblem, yeah, and guns.
Yeah.
I think the one suit I really wanted in Arkham Knight was the Batman Begins one. We got the Dark Knight one, but not that one.
Isn't there Yellow Lantern Batman? Yes, that is a costume in one of the games.
Sinestro Corps.
Actually, this game.
Yeah, this game, yeah, Sinestro Corps.
Yeah. Which is weird because he kind of that's like like barely a couple pages.
Still, a different costume means.
Hey, if we could sell the DLC,
Yeah, I was
we'll
gonna
put
say,
it in.
there's money in that. We're also playing the PC version of Arkham City, so if you wanted to, you can also just mod your own costumes in too. People have done that.
It's an easy thing to make.
Yeah, pretty fun.
mod-wise.
I could have a look and see what's available.
And there's always the model swap between Batman and Catwoman.
Oh, God, stop.
Have
That's
you
right.
seen that?
Yeah, I have seen that clip. Yes.
Okay, let's see what Arkham City's got for us.
Make Batman Superman. Well, there's an animated version where Superman pretended to be Batman for a little bit because Bruce Wayne went missing.
We've got Darth.
Which led to a very funny interaction between Clark Batman and Brainiac.
We've got the Justice League Beyond Batsuit, 1970s Batsuit.
The 70s one's boring though.
It's just blue.
Yeah, it's just blue.
The armored version from the Wii U, Darth Maul, Lady Deadpool. Excuse me.
Wait, hold on, back up. Darth Maul.
Yeah, it's right here, Darth Maul. I think based on that, it replaces Robin. This model reskin Robin.
Oh, it replaces Robin. Okay. I thought I was like, what the fuck?
I was just imagining that over Batman. I was like, why?
So who does Lady Deadpool replace? This mod will reskin the female assassin in Arkham City.
Oh.
So I think that's after the Penguin stuff that happens, because that's when you go down into
The
Wonder City. It's called.
Yeah, the World's Fair thing.
Wadfur. Oh, we were here earlier in this hostage. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, wasn't it just behind this wall? Or can I not like fight this thing yet?
So if Robin is small as Batman Palpatine, Batman's a little too spry for Palpatine,
Oh wait,
despite what
I'm
episode 3
fucking
might say.
overthinking this. You can literally just hit the brick.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. The one time he doesn't need explosive gel, he just fucking punches it.
Oh, he was.
Shave and a
tapping.
haircut. Too
Yeah. Riddler busts out, and that's it. That's the immediate end of the journey.
No, he taps the wall a few times, and the Kool-Aid Man busts out. Oh yeah.
Wait, what did he say?
And
Fuck, I
Batman
wasn't paying
ragdoll physics away.
It's not going to let us go through until we take care of the jammers. It said.
Oh, really? It prioritizes the jammers over the Riddler hostage.
Maybe there was a coding issue if you went into interiors or something.
Maybe.
Or it was one of those. Oh, if this happens, we lose track of the objects for it. Whoopsie daisies. Better just lock the player until they do it.
Which
I'm just taking an
family
educated guess there.
That's the Grayson thing. Forgot what that was though.
I think it was a poster.
Yeah, it's probably a poster of Haley's Circus.
Isn't Crime Alley somewhere around here?
It's near the Monarch Theater.
Yeah, we can press F to pay respect.
Yeah, we have to do that for completion, actually.
Yeah, for a trophy or achievement, whichever platform you're
Or
playing.
floats your book, yeah. All right, let's do the fucking jammers. Are they on the map? Where are they on the map?
I don't think
Oh no,
they
I think we
show up.
No, yeah, we have to. We get close to the sewer area. I think that's where it starts.
I know
Yeah,
one of
'cause
them is in there, yeah.
I believe, yeah, this is when we're trying to bust into Penguin's museum.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think how it goes is there's a few you take care of on the surface first, and then they're like, oh shit, he's destroying our jammers, we better move him somewhere he won't find
Yeah,
it.
and that's the one you go into the sewer for. Yeah, that's right.
Because it takes you through the sewer near the Iceberg Lounge, goes underneath the Wonder City bit, and then pops out the other side.
Or if you're a speedrunner, you just go under the floor of the city and then fly into the building.
All right, let's go back to. Let's set the waymark towards the museum so we might start looking for them. Okay, yeah, there's the disruptor signal tracker. There we go. It's a good thing helicopter blades can't hurt me. I'm Batman.
Or snap my lines.
Yeah. Earth One and Ice. Yeah, I realized the Mr. Happy was offline when I sent you guys to raid. That's unfortunate. Can't help it though sometimes.
Wasn't it the worst when you like raid a channel and it's like, oh sorry, I was just about to go off. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm on break.
So you hear about the rumor about the Arkham collection coming to Switch?
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised
Yeah.
it didn't happen sooner.
The better question is, though, are they going to be physical or are they going to be digital, or worse, cloud-only versions?
Cloud seems to mostly be a Japanese attempt right now, because I think the Western studios know the internet infrastructure in the West is just not capable for that yet.
I mean, they
see
tried Hitman
there's
2016.
there's
for cloud on
no
Switch.
reason why the Switch versions of Arkham City and Asylum and even
can't.
Origins can't run on hardware.
Like Asylum, City, and Origins, definitely the Switch can handle it. And
No,
Night
not Night.
is the one I'm 50-50 on.
Well, they can always just like re-optimize it like they did Dune 2016.
Yeah, they can scale Night down some.
Yeah.
But the question is, will they go to the effort of doing that, though?
Maybe. I mean, Batman's a big name. They'll probably sell on Switch, so especially if it's a collection. So they might, it's one of those things where they might have some interest in doing so.
The
quick
thing that
question.
I'm laughing at probably the most with that is one of my biggest problems with Return to Arkham is just that it can't decide on a frame rate because it's you know, it's unlocked, and that's what kind of makes City for me unplayable on that. If they lock it to 30, it will probably be more playable, honestly, for me that way. So, whee!
Down and away.
I can't bloody believe it. He tried to T-pose on his way down. Fucking mad lad.
Quick timeout because I did order some food before the session gets started. It's outside. I'm gonna go pick that up real quick and we'll resume.
Okie dokie.
1 second here. Oh, not fucking shift tab. I meant alt tab. All right, mic is still hot. No racial slurs.
Hi.
Hoopla.
Hoopla?
Poopla? Wait, damn it.
This is a load of barnacles.
Oh, I heard that. See, I see the word when Hoopla when it's typed out. My brain keeps auto-correcting it to Hooper, the bloody Gen 6 mythical Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Which basically only exists so they can explain why legendaries show up every gen.
Well, mainly it was Aurus because of the whole ring portal things.
Yeah, but I'm saying that Pokemon basically only exists to do, it creates portals and stuff, so legendaries can appear wherever we want.
So the only thing I remember of it was the tie-in movie of it, and I remember it not being very good. Well, I think the Volcanion one was worse, honestly.
I mean, at least in Legends Arceus, they finally gave the Arceus event to everyone outside of Japan.
Yeah.
Did Japan? It never saw release.
You can hack it. I think they did something with Japan, but we just got a code and just like, here it is. It's in your box. Bye.
In Japan, I think it was just a local Wi-Fi event or something.
Yeah, but that was still more than what we got.
But the event itself was never
used.
used.
Was never used, even though you can hack it into the game and it runs just fine. So why they never use it, no one knows.
It looks like they didn't stop the idea of it until after Heart Gold, Soul Silver, because if you do the Arceus event there with the one they handed you via Mystery Gift, and then get one from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, transfer it over, you can redo the event and get a second choice.
Yeah, it's very odd.
The mod team's had it forever. We've had it since Action Replay.
Yeah, just type in the Action Replay code and you get it.
I remember doing that on original Diamonds, 15 years ago?
And it's just weird how the title legendary for the game is a post-game completion bonus for Legends.
We're back.
You got food? Yeah.
He is eating.
He's eating.
How does this thing work anyway? All you need to know is Penguin
Quick,
wants this
talk
thing
smack about him
powered
because he can't talk back.
While it's working,
His
no one in
food,
this
his mouth's
hellhole
full.
can use anything that
But we've only got so much time before it goes, and when it goes, I don't want to be on the receiving end. Oh no, he's already sending us coded messages. I think that's Final Fantasy XIV for Do You How Do. Oh, the shiny rates, they are relatively high.
I think it's the highest any console, any actual game has been, not counting Go and stuff.
From
to be fair with the fact that you're seeing them all on the overworld and don't have to actually engage into a battle, it's probably why it's a lot higher this time now.
I think
its base rate is higher than most games. Also, the more Pokédex tasks you do of a mon, the higher the rate becomes for that.
Oh yeah,
and then you get a shiny charm on top of it.
I think its base is around 1 in 4,000 something, and then that increases more as you do the research until you get a perfect 10. If you then have that in tandem with a mass outbreak.
With a shiny charm, I think it's 1 in 500?
No, it's bigger than that. It's 1 in 151.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's a super high chance. But it has to be, you've done perfect research, It's a mass outbreak.
And a shiny charm.
I mean, granted, getting the shiny charm in Legends is relatively easy. You just have to reach research level 10. The only struggle you're going to have with that, honestly, is going to be the earlier evolutions and mons, so like the baby stages.
Yeah, the babies and Spiritomb are the two hardest ones. Well, baby Spiritomb and Cherrim, because Cherrim is busted.
What, having trouble finding it?
No, there is a glitch in the game. So you know Cherrim is like the berry thing that becomes a different form when in sunlight?
Yeah, that's the evolved.
Yeah, so if you encounter it at all during the map during the day, it will transform into that new form. The game is bugged, so if it transforms in battle, it becomes literally impossible to catch.
So that's why I spent 20 minutes not being able to catch that fucker. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that happened to me too. No,
that's why.
There's literally a bug in the game that where if it does that, you can't possibly catch it.
Okay, that's
it's like
probably
you get ready to turn into a green goblin there. So you haven't seen the last of me, Spider-Man. Yeah, thank you.
I spent 30 fucking minutes solid trying to catch that little shit.
Probably wait for a patch on that.
Yeah, so you can't really perfect. Well, you can, but it takes way longer because you have to just basically just catch Cherubi and then just keep evolving it to get your counter up.
Because I found the Cherrim first and caught it without issues, and I was like, where do I find the baby form?
No, Cherubi is the same way. Cherrim is the evolved form, and basically the only way you can catch it is if you catch it when it's storming out, because it doesn't transform.
I must have got hella lucky then when I found it first time.
Yeah.
Because the baby form, I just wasn't sure where it was, and it was just like, hey, check this tree here, you'll probably get a 99% chance. It's like, oh, hey, yeah.
JCN says the game has the Skyrim crawling up mountain glitch. No, it is literally the same glitch that Zelda Breath of the Wild has with the whistle pumping. So you can just walk up any slope you want.
The funny thing is, I've tested this myself, you can't go too high in that game, because there's a death plane in the sky.
Yeah, there is.
Like, a literal death plane, where if you touch...
Can't breathe.
It's not that. If you touch it, your character T-poses, and then it just warps you back down to the ground as if you died.
Yeah, the game is just... The game is not super technically sound if you're willing to experiment. Like, even playing casually, I got to so many areas I wasn't supposed to go by Skyrim horsing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did that in the second area. I was able to use D-Amount to damage boost off a rock and got to an area where there were level 50, so that was in the 30s, and it's just, alright, let's fucking go.
Yeah, it's such a weird... The speedrunners are going to have fun with this game.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take the death here. That's fine. They fucking avoided my black bat claw.
Hero Chaos Child,
I wanted to say black call.
Hero Chaos Child, the difference between Breath of the Wild and Legends Arceus is that Breath of the Wild gives you literally a tool to mess with physics. So that's to be expected, whereas like your player character has very limited mobility and that's still kind of busted.
The biggest thing I've seen with mobility in Legends is the final mount you get, where people have found it very stiff to control, and the fact that you've only got so much time where you'd rather have it at a fixed Y value. There is a mod out there that fixes that, thankfully. But of course, you need a hack switch or an emulator setup for it. I did start poking with the game after I finished it. I was able to quickly make a moon jump code, and that's how I found out the death plane exists in the sky. So it was just, I'll try modifying these addresses, see if we can make the jump. So, oh, hey, I've got a bloody deer that just jumps over the moon. And it was just, would that also affect the other mount you get for water? Because I imagine the code is going to be the same, and it is the same. So, moon jumping fishies. Which doesn't sound very powerful at first until you realise on that particular mount, is the only one you can throw items on.
Yep.
So imagine being able to do that anywhere on land. It is hella broken, and it's great.
I keep saying for me, I want with that final mount. The only change I would really want to that in like the sequel is being able to carpet bomb Pokeballs with that one.
Yeah, I was hoping you could chuck items from there and there, and it's just, no, your hands are super glued to the rod it's attached to. It's just, oh, that's sad.
It's very weird because it's like, there are a number of things in Mon that move faster in the sky, and it's like, boy, it'd be way easier and more interesting to try and catch them or deal with them if I could, you know, throw while on the deer or on the flying mount, and it's just like, nope, you just can't.
I think these are definitely things of like, I think you know, I finished the game like, I think a few days ago. I think Arceus is a good base, but I don't think it's quite there yet. Though I think the second or third time they try this one, I think is when they're really gonna nail it at that point.
Yeah, possibly. I'm excited for the potential this has. As it stands, it's a good first attempt, but it has a lot of problems.
Yeah. But, you know, I had fun with it.
I mean, generally speaking, yeah. Which I'm more surprised about because that first...
I've had with Pokemon since the end of Gen 5, so yeah.
Like, the thing
I'm surprised that I had fun with it as I did, because that first trailer was super rough.
I feel what needs to be worked on is the story, definitely. There was bits there. It just needs a little extra.
Needs a little extra, and Game Freak needs to stop being afraid of, you know, about quote unquote going there or not. Because it'll tease things. It's like, oh, you could. You know, it's like, oh, if we toss you out after your little initial trial thing, it's like you're gonna die out in the wilderness. It's like, cool. It's like you're actually going there. It's like Pokemon are really scary, awesome. You're finally admitting that some of these things would be terrifying, and then it just kind of like drops a lot of these things. It's like, no, please, keep it up.
I think for me, it's not so much on that of like, oh, Pokemon death, ooh, kind of deal. It's more of the parts that were more interesting to me were people talking about of like, they don't know anything about Pokemon, so like they have no idea on a lot of the specifics of different ones, and that was honestly a lot more interesting of how people reacted to that and kind of thing.
Well, that's
the part I want fleshed out a bit more, I think, with this idea if they keep it up.
Sure, it was also just really nice to have a Pokemon world where it's not like every single living person on the planet just goes, I love Pokemon. Aren't Pokemon great? You should love Pokemon too. Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. It's like, oh my god, it's like, can these people please have an actual life?
I was honestly hoping for one NPC in Jubilife Village to be like, hey, technology is great, we could store Pokemon in balls now.
Yeah, it's like, well, you gotta have one technology guy in every game, that's just tradition.
Yeah.
So.
But he's just not there as far as I'm aware. It's just, oh, come on, that was such an easy joke to make. Oh, there's another riddle right there, the Solomon Grundy painting.
Oh, that's Grundy, yeah.
Let's kill him.
You spray Titan all over them and they just transform. Oops.
By the way, I love that animation for the takedown. I want the Looney Tunes sound effects on that. It's just like, whoop!
So, did you bring anything to the potluck? Yeah. Come on and slam!
Yeah, the riddle's kind of stupid. It's like coming back from the dead is repeating on any day of the week. Have you met Roz?
We will later.
It's like, does Riddle even know about Roz?
I mean, maybe.
In this continuity, I can't tell.
I don't think there's a yes or no on that one. So
I think it just depends.
And today I learned you could just slide through the fucking grate rather
those
than waste 10
leaves.
minutes pushing a freaking button.
Those leaves are definitely just floating in midair.
Oh yeah, Jeffro points out that I mentioned that you're in the Survey Corps in Legends Arceus, so there better be some Attack on Titan fan art. Also, Erwin's gonna get everyone killed again.
You mentioned that there's already been a mod that swaps the default uniform for the Attack on Titan one.
Yes.
Because I spotted that looking for mods the other day.
I am very pleased.
Do these guys have the collars yet?
They do.
I was about to say you could yell them.
Oh yeah, you could totally booby trap one of them.
Question.
Oh, that's
Is
evil.
normally a Batman rogue? I only see him from his Timberverse. He's kind of whatever anyone wants him to use. He's primarily used for Batman and Superman.
Didn't he start originally as a Green Lantern?
I want to say so, but he's just kind of a whatever villain at this point.
Yeah.
As Attack on Titan ended, the manga has the animes a few episodes away from finishing.
Yeah, it's like...
every non-manga reader kind of freaked out over last week's episode.
They didn't prioritize the goon with the explosive gel.
No!
How's he doing this? Shut the hell up.
Do you have Sonic Battering?
What's wrong?
Do it?
You too scared to show yourself?
No, just remote control.
Damn.
Well, I can get rid of one of these guys.
So I found a Batman costume we could potentially use. Everyone's gonna like this one.
What is it?
What do we got?
I'll leave it in general. I hope you like PS1 games.
Oh, is it literally just PS1 Batman?
No.
Oh, what is it?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Pepsi Man? Holy fuck, Pat. Like, thanks.
Jesus.
I lost my hearing today for like that. That was really fucking loud.
Sorry, my bad. This thing was loud like too. I fixed the soundboard. Fuck.
Yeah, so, was it Pepsi Man and Crystal? Dun, dun, dun.
But I fixed this thing already now.
You smoke to get away. This bastard's got everything.
There's a mod here that lets you swap what character you can play during the main campaign. So Batman, Catwoman, Robin, and Nightwing, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Looks to be done as a config file.
this series really didn't use Robin and Nightwing nearly enough.
No.
But
Which I get, it's a Batman game, so you want to focus on Batman, but it's like, they don't even appear up for side missions until, like, night.
Yeah. That's kind of even weirder on night when they had like 3 more characters for DLC and like you can still only play them in challenge mode and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, you have the whole Bat family here, and this is clearly like a super big threat, and even Bruce is like, oh, I'm like slowly dying from this thing, and it's like, okay, ask for some fucking help.
That is the one thing I am hoping with that Arkham Knights game whenever we see more of it, but if they, are like all for like using ultimate characters in the main game and stuff like that, I'm for that.
I should be able to.
Well, we have Nightwing, we have Tim Drake, Robin, we have Batgirl and Jason Todd. I really hope that they add some more characters, like they could add Duke, they could add Stephanie Brown and Cassandra Cain would be really fun.
Yeah.
Red Robin, yum.
have we got all the jammers?
Yeah, that was the last one. We can go back to the museum. I'm just checking to see if there are any riddles here.
Oh yeah, they could add Azrael as well.
I don't think there are any more riddles here in this specific area.
I don't think there's any you can do yet, but I'm going from a very vague memory.
I also believe we're revisiting this area later too, though. So
yeah, we come back here after the Wonder City section, I think.
yeah. Oh wait, there's
Yeah.
also something here we can do.
Because that's when we do the second steel mill visit.
Shit
You know, you
balls.
see these things attached to like gas canister. Is there any like fail condition to them?
Have a good night, Frodo.
In a bit.
Oh, to like these decryptor ones?
Yeah.
No, I think it's more that later on they put you on like a time thing where it's like, oh, you need to escape the room filling with gas, so that's your timer rather than a fail condition.
Okay.
That's Santa Prisca. Some more venomous, and it just shows the Marvel characters like, whoops.
Let's go on a vacation. Somewhere venomous. Insert social media site of choice here.
Or Australia.
Oh, but that's Australia. Everything's trying to kill you. That's too easy.
Yeah, I mean, it still fits the riddle.
What the hell is happening down there? Hello? Is someone gonna answer me? I'll give you one simple task. Stick up
I do wonder, how can Riddler have trophies that will or will not be picked up depending on who picks them up? How would that work?
Like I said, the riddles have cooties.
Because I'm thinking, if it's like touch-based, it's like, wait, but that would mean you'd have their fingerprints. You'd be able to figure out who they
Well, he
are.
doesn't have fingerprints because they're through gloves.
Apparently your cape's strong enough to break down concrete.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just plywood.
Why does the Riddler feel the need to challenge Catwoman? Because she needs something to do if you got her.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason.
It's pretty much just well, we added it. Do you want to do anything in particular? Well, we did the whole thing at the start. Hey, what about the green dork? Yeah, green dork. He'll do.
It's still so weird. Like, she was promoted as such a big thing for City, and then she's like barely.
Yeah, it's almost like they want your money.
I get those pre-orders.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, it wasn't pre-orders. It was just a new copy of the game. She was
Yeah,
there basically. She was there basically to try to combat used sales.
I was say, because wasn't this the one Batman game that tried to do the whole season pass thing for single player stuff?
No, I think that was Origin.
No, that was Night.
Okay, because I know it wasn't this.
Yeah, Night had a season
$40
pass.
season
Night had a
pass.
season pass because of the additional costumes, the Batmobile tracks, and the later Season of Infamy DLC.
Because I remember, I think it was this game where it was just, oh, there's this code you need to put in to get the complete campaign. If you don't have that code, oh, well, fuck you do. Guess you ain't getting the whole thing. Should have bought brand new, dumbass.
Can I just punch the ground?
No, just
Put
do a
it through the
superhero
air.
landing.
Bat angry.
That smash.
I thought it was gonna be like you grapple up and then just like burst through it.
I mean, that would be the smart thing to do, would just be attached to the ceiling and then let gravity do the work. Do we get the claw thing? Oh, yeah, we do, but it's not until later.
No, not until later. But
You'd
we got
think
what we
you'd
came
have
for,
those from
so.
the start, all things considered, going
Let's
from
look for the
Asylum, but...
fucking stairs. Okay. Arkham City is
no,
not the place to be rich or famous for ways. Never felt quite so wanted. Oh, new side missions. What is it? Oh, it's Hush.
Oh boy.
Might as well start Hush.
Oh, you mean the Riddler?
No,
Shut up!
not at all. We were talking about that in the first session. How that
Yeah.
I think it might be the worst animated adaptation.
Generally speaking, possibly. I mean, it depends. Are we counting the whole process, or are we
Counting the whole
say,
process because it takes major liberties with the source material.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say the first half of Killing Joke is just, but you know the last 30 to 40 minutes that's actually Killing Joke is still really good. But
Yeah, it's just wish it was all of that and just that, but
Yeah.
it's not.
yeah.
I love
I haven't
those fucking
heard
cheap
much about
Batman
any
costumes.
new of the animated movies. I've watched a couple, and I haven't heard news about anything coming out anytime soon. Although
What's with the
probably is.
hold on? Was the
think the
displacement
only-
the displacement mapping of the slush always this bumpy?
It does seem a bit out of place. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Crime scene to determine the cause of death.
He dead,
Oh,
yo.
the Injustice movie was not good.
The
The best thing about that movie was Shaggy pulling
Ultra
Scorpion through the
altruistic,
logo.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I kind of love the fact Warner Brothers is just like with all their media is just kind of embracing that shit
Track him down and stop him.
canon as they can.
Well, that's the only bit I
Was the Long
remember
Halloween
about it.
adaptation good? Yeah, the Long Halloween adaptation was actually very good.
And it's just, oh, they're going full Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Oh, they've actually given a full reason and backstory for why he's like that.
I'll filter the scanner to track the victim's blood particles.
Because it's very clear with that multiverse thing. It's like, okay, we want to put him in. We just got a bullshit a reason why he's like it. And
This is where I watched my parents die, Shaggy. Like, zoinks, man, that's real bad.
how about a Scooby snack?
Throw us a friggin' bone
Come on, eat it.
Batman, he's here.
I mean,
Not now, fellow citizens. I'm tracing blood.
Since they referenced Ultra Instinct, Shaggy, I'm wondering how long it takes them before they reference Skooks at some point.
Skooks.
I don't want to punch you too hard. Your blood might get in the way of the other blood.
If they add Fred Flintstone to multiverses at some point, they gotta reference the caveman bit at some point with Shaggy.
I'm just hoping when it does the Fred Flintstone thing, they reference the fact that they're basically Vietnam veterans with PTSD
Yeah.
from that one comic series of the 2010s.
Yeah, that was very odd.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Rock Wars, I think they called it. Yeah, that's a lie. We participated in a genocide, Barney.
Oh, gee, Fred. I don't really know what to feel about this.
We put the past behind us, Fred.
Oh, did you see the bit where Barney invents fire?
Why did you kill
Oh yeah, I did see that one. Yeah.
I'm not a killer. I'm a
Just gets more and more fucking existential.
Or what do I know? I'm just a kid.
Tell me what you saw.
Don't you come near my kids ever
He
again,
dropped the body
Bonnie.
there. He was
Don't you
weird
see,
looking.
Fred?
You won't believe
The
it.
actions I took
Well, he
today
looked like Bruce Wayne.
will change the course of
What?
history for all to
I know.
come.
Someone must have got to him.
Just
He
eat
was
your
covered in
fucking
cuts and
cereal,
bruises.
Barn.
I'm sure it was him. The poor guy must have had a target the size of Gotham City painted on him. Looked like he'd been attacked by pretty much everyone in Arkham.
There may be more victims of the identity thief in Arkham City. I should look out.
It was like he was ready to kill his political prisoners. He looked like Bruce Wayne. He's like, the fuck did you say? Say that again.
Why'd you say that name?
Look like Bruce Wayne. Say it to my face. Are you Bruce Wayne? No, I'm not Batman. Smoke pellet.
Knocks him out.
Oh, no, my name's not Bruce Wayne. It's Guy Incognito.
What's better or worse as the cover? Is it what's the better or worse cover? Having Dick dress up as Batman so he can show up whenever Bruce Wayne is starting to get suspicious to people, or I forget which Earth it is, but it's Cal Superman, the black one, where he has a robot double of himself to walk around and just show up at the same time.
I love, like, robot doubles, a pretty bad flex, if I'm being real. It's pretty badass, by the way. I just got a robot duplicate. Fuck taking someone else's personal time. Sorry, Dick. But I'm being serious. Like, if you're gonna ask Dick Grayson to be a double in the meantime, you're asking him to take time out of his personal schedule. Like, hey, be me for a little bit, because I can't be asked to make a robot.
Just imagine he's at a meeting with like Lucius or something. They're going into this deep talk about finances or whatnot, and all you know is the actual dude's done a stealth high-by and swapped with the robot, like from like a camera change, and no one notices until he stops speaking.
I mean, the best one is still the Adam West show, where I forget what caused Bruce. Oh, Bruce was being held hostage, and he was like, tell Batman to come here, where Bruce Wayne dies. So they have Alfred dress up as Batman with the thick mustache and all, and it's like, oh my god.
I think I remember what episode you're talking about, and I'm just thinking, oh, you poor bastard.
Because Alfred was an old fuck in that show. It was weird to see him try to move around so much.
I'll have you know I have a black belt in origami.
What?
You have one missed call.
Ring, ring. I was just remembering when it first occurred to me. It was about 6
Has Batman interacted with King Shark in the comics? I mean, probably.
Fucking look, Joker here looking like he's getting ready to do a YouTube video.
So how do you keep
Well, it looks like he's ready to go on the Joe Rogan's podcast. Hey-o.
Oh, the thing that doesn't exist anymore.
Joker Rogan.
Joker Rogan, yes.
Yeah.
This Titan stuff, have they really done all the research? I'm not saying it kills you, it just might.
I'm not touching that one.
Like, comment, and subscribe to my podcast right now, please. Come on, hurry up.
Buzzing.
And then right at the end, he forgets to turn the microphone and stops shit. It's like, okay, who's the Chinese?
So my address is 575.
Why are you saying that out loud?
Dan
I know it's
sauces. I remember that show.
Oh, the one with the Darkest Hill ending.
Was it the Ice Age or was it a meteorite?
Meteor.
Okay.
The show just ends with just the family just standing by the window, just watching the meteor approach.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the Ice Age.
I think it was a meteor, but it's
If you
like,
mean-
wow, it's like, wow, for a Disney show, this is a really grim, dark ending.
Are you talking about like the live action one with the puppetry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Ice Age coming in because they did too much deforestation. So the family just stayed in the home and waited to die, basically. And then they had like his boss just going absolutely batshit and crazy in his like his little trailer or something.
And Disney goes okay with that.
Pretty much. I know there was one episode he tried to build like a theme park or something, but I'm going off 20-plus-year-old memories there.
Yeah.
Hello.
What up? Oh, no,
You're a League of Assassins member. You can bust out of that.
Biding her time. Practicing her breathing. With candles next to her.
Yeah, they're like, the question is, what happens when the candles fully melt?
I was gonna say, you're breathing CO2.
Well, I assume there's like a thin rate for air, but
But at the same time, this is the Penguin.
Yeah.
I mean, carbon dioxide's the least of your problems. Monoxide, on the other hand. And I think if you pay attention to the goons as the T-Rex scare happens, I think we're just like, I love it when that happens. Gets them every time.
I hope this is me in like 10 years. Just
ventriloquist
riding a T-Rex hobby horse.
Ventriloquist and Scarface was always a weird series of episodes in the show because it's like the one time Batman kind of goes out of his way to help one of the villains really hard.
Or at least tries to anyway.
Harley. Yeah.
I mean, sort of with... no, not really. Not really with Baby Doll. Not really with Baby Doll.
Yeah.
Baby Doll, he was just there to give her some consoling, and that's about it, but...
Yeah, no, he actually tries to help Ventriloquist.
Yeah.
I forget, did he... There was the one episode where Penguin tried to go clean. Did he have anything to do with that one, or...?
Sort of. There's actually a very good book about Penguin from a number of years ago, that I actually recommend for anyone who's interested in the character. It's Pain and Prejudice, and it kind of goes into why he is the way he is.
Oh, we've already got the range upgrade.
Get that? Yeah, that's always one of the first priority ones.
Yeah. I always, like, honestly, like, the armor and bulletproof thing is the last thing I get. Because if I'm playing well, I don't need the extra health.
Yeah.
The only one I might invest in a little early is the bullet one, just because, you know, sometimes you get into a bad spot and stuff.
You get your bad days.
I imagine it makes more sense on the first playthrough to get the armor upgrades, but in subsequent ones, they have a lesser priority.
Something strange about that prisoner. Proceed to talk to the T-Rex. Stop, Batman!
I love the fact that in the universe, Batman actually really likes dinosaurs.
Yeah, he's got the giant fucking one in the Batcave.
Well, no, people ask him about it. He's just like, no, I just like dinosaurs.
What the fuck? I forgot that Zaz was originally part of the collection. Is that what's happening here?
I couldn't make my collect calls from here, Batman.
But I have no bars.
How was I supposed to sell my special apes when I couldn't do it from the confines?
I forgot we made him an NFT seller.
No, single Batman.
Please invest in my cryptocurrency. It's called Digicoin. I get 1 coin for every digit I cut off from my victim.
Blockchain! He just regrets to selling and just saying buzzwords.
I'm like every video game publisher nowadays.
Hi, sorry for not immediately talking to you. I get really distracted easily. It's okay, Batman. I figured you were going through something.
I thought you were. I thought it was a regular good, so I thought you were running up to kick him in the face on that.
Gordon sent us in here.
At the same time, it is a police officer.
Strike team, been in here since the beginning.
If Gordon
How has Zaz not gotten the death penalty? Because Gotham City has no such thing.
Yeah. I love that. I love that robot chicken sketch where
the code.
Joker gets captured by Batman, and Joker's like, "What are you going to do about it? You're never going to actually kill me. This is for the law to decide." Then it goes to the courthouse, death penalty. The law decided.
And is it like death by electric chair?
Something like that. It's just like,
I know I have Jesus on my side.
And I do love how Peacemaker calls Batman out for that.
I told
it's like, you're not a superhero. You don't have a rogues gallery. I don't have a rogues gallery. Well, why not? If you're a superhero, Batman has a rogues gallery. Batman has a rogues gallery because he doesn't put his fucking lead in the people that deserve it. It's like he's saying what we're all thinking.
Also, weird coincidental loop. The guy who's voicing Commissioner Gordon in this game is the same guy who voiced the Colonel in Metroid Other M, who's also MC Ballyhoo in Mario Party 8.
I love that.
What a weird fucking circle this is.
I dropped that info to my friends the other day since you put it in our general chat, and there was about a good 2 or 3 minutes of like them going through the stages of denial with that information.
Okay, so are we just gonna mod this game whenever Gordon present, so we just replace it with
oh no.
I'm blue.
There is a riddle here. I think it's Penguin's umbrella, or am I thinking of Arkham Asylum, actually?
Asylum has the umbrella.
Calamity says, so Batman in general is a franchise that unintentionally makes the case for the death penalty, only for Joker. Because it's like most of them are victims of their own circumstances that make them that way.
Yeah.
So...
I think
like
Joker's the one
like
exception. Is like, no, but nothing would happen if you just kill this dude. I'm sorry, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I know there's one Riddler trophy we're going to have to backtrack here for. I think we need the remote boomerang to do it, but it has to have like extensions or something to it with electrical properties.
And then Jason later brings up a good point where it's like we don't kill because it's like I think the line is, or I can't remember if it's Jason. No, it's not Jason. It's Punisher who actually said it. Where someone brings up, it's like, if you kill someone, if you kill a killer, you don't decrease the number of killers in the world. And then I think Punisher goes, that's why I don't stop at 1.
I'm afraid my only exposure with Punisher was the PS2 Xbox game.
He's a character that only works when he's bouncing off other heroes. He's not a very good lead on his own.
And I was like, from the gameplay, the Marvel stuff was like completely secondary to us.
This is the line I'm thinking of where fucking Batman is here for his order. Because he says he's here for Freeze and the hostages, but the problem is that Freeze's name is spelled Fries. So he's here for Fries and the hostages. We're not getting up. I ate them all, Batman.
Sorry, Batman. Looks like I had 2 number 9s. A number 9 large.
Your last crinkle, Batman.
Getting the soggy ones today.
You here for the cops? The Iceman.
Also, they've been out of the bag for like 3 hours. They're definitely cold by now.
I was only here for Freeze and the hostages.
Oh, would you look at that? My McFlurry machines just stopped working. What a fucking coinky-dink.
You mean it was actually working, Penguin? Well, no, but I figured I'd make the joke anyway.
Well,
everyone knows those things are never actually functioning.
Of course, you soppy bastard. It ain't working. Watch, they got up Freezer's gun.
Yeah, there's Mr. Hammer's twin brother. Like, post-game, you can find these two sitting next to each other, talking about how they're going to make amends.
Yeah.
I think you do that in the second steel mill visit. If, like, you sneak behind him and you just see him on the bench, just vibing.
I'll get it. So here's the thing.
So who jammed the bottom up?
I think it's just
it was Batman who did it.
Was it Batman?
Yeah, on like the first encounter.
Also, is that a voice box under his neck?
Yeah, it's the voice box because he's been too much of a heavy smoker.
Okay.
I can't remember the correct technical name for it, and that's going to piss me off now. Larynx something or other?
Because of you, Batman, I have this fucking device around my neck and I can't cut it off!
Yeah, cool. Turn it down.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll turn it down for you, alright.
Jesus Christ, Penguin, you're loud.
Just remember, the white zone is for loading and unloading only.
Come on out, lads.
And then Poison Ivy's like, no, it was for no, the yellow zone is for loading and unloading. They do the whole airplane bit together.
Okay, I'll turn the thing off.
Damn it, Pammy, I want a divorce.
That's so weird. That's so weird. It seems to only be in your Discord that like the volume goes to absolute hell on it. I have no idea.
It might be because
why.
I have you naturally turned up because people end up coming in pretty low on my end.
That might be it, possibly.
What was the trophies for the combos again? Wasn't it like 50 and 100?
I think it was 100.
No, I think it was 50 and 80.
You weren't supposed to do that.
Not sure.
You're forcing me to bring out the big guns.
It didn't look like he shot anything on that.
I missed.
Looked like stage direction.
Yeah, no, he missed. It goes through the cage and kills the Titan enemy. It's like, whoops.
Hold on. Let me just correct my shot. Sorry, I would have been flying until someone wrecked me fucking hand.
He has fucking aiming sights on his umbrella.
It's just like one of the little umbrella prongs. Just like pops up with a little reticle on it.
I'm glad they made the Titan sections at least more bearable in this game than in Asylum.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking, they're so top heavy. Wouldn't just like a good swift kick in the knees bring them down easily? Oh, yeah, it also works because Monster Hunter Rise.
Whenever I see these large goon sections, there's like 20 or 30 guys in there. All I can think of is the line from Lego Batman where it's like, how is he beating all of you again?
Oh, he bounced. Nice bounce.
The floor's made of trampoline.
We're fighting a fucking one of those moon houses.
Can I request somebody just put in the Sonic Spring sound effect as soon as he comes up?
The situation is worse than I thought.
Everyone's made out of moon shoes.
Penguin has a supply of the Titan.
I mean, if I can get the isolated video, I could probably do it.
What's going on here? Your suit's bio readings are spiking.
Nice of you to join us, Oracle.
He used the USPS. How the fuck do you think it happened?
Holy fuck, what a camel toe codpiece. I forgot about the codpiece.
Oh, yeah, God.
Oh, God damn.
What that's supposed to be? It looks like a scarab beetle carapace. But honestly, I was going to go, you know what my favourite thing is? Card. And then just like a boxing glove just comes out of it or something, attached to a spring.
Reminds me of a fan comic where it's like Superman and Batman were talking about something. It's like, that monster we just defeated was really big. You know what's also really big? My dick. What? Grayson. Nightwing pops up. Hi.
God, if there was a modern one now, it'd be swapping out with these nuts or something similar.
My mom!
Oh no,
Right.
what I forget what it is, but it's like those stupid little motivational posters for like grade school and stuff, and it's like one of them was like, even Batman listens to his parents. It's like,
Do we tell him?
it's like, did you not pay any attention to the origin story?
Just posted that one Batman Beyond episode clip where it was like, didn't you like date all these people? And he goes, what happened to him? Oh, I stepped all over him, and then Terry's just like smooth.
There is something I can get now with the remote control battery right here.
Yeah, I think this is the one we might have to backtrack for. At least one of them.
Do you think young Batman ever made dumb cracks? Well, in an episode of Justice League Action, Bruce and Blue Beetle get sent back in time, then basically young Bruce is doing everything he told Blue Beetle not to do, like, don't pose, and then he does the whole, I am vengeance, I am the knight, I am Batman, and it does the Batman TAS, lightning strike on the top of the building. It's like, I thought you said no posing.
Oh, there we go.
I thought I said jerk.
Lego Batman still best Batman movie? No, it's not. Master of the Phantasm still exists.
I mean, I will still say Lego Batman is like easily the best film since The Dark Knight.
Well, low bar to clear in some.
I know, low bar, but.
Well, I mean, we have Master of the Phantasm and Into the Spider-Verse, so the two best superhero movies are underappreciated animated versions. So.
Yep.
At least Into the Spider-Verse is getting the sequels it deserves.
Still need to see those flicks.
Oh, you never
watched
watched
only
them?
one now, but
No, I keep forgetting to.
Into the Spider-Verse and Master of the Phantasm are so good.
Yeah. I think everyone at least owes it to watch the both of those films.
I think what this wants us to do is maybe charge that one.
I wasn't sure if there was something underneath the elevator.
There we go. Now it makes
That
sense.
would be a prime Riddler trophy spot.
Yeah.
I'm also one of the few people who saw Master of the Phantasm in theaters, even though I was really, really young.
We're talking about this in the first session. My first Batman experience was Returns in '92.
Yeah, I mean, theater experience was Master of the Phantasm. I was super young when the animated series came out and watched a lot of the Filmation reruns.
I think it was the original animated run in the UK, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what channel it is on because we only had 4 when I was young. It was probably Channel 4 or CITV.
I I'm trying to remember what my first Batman exposure was.
I'm surprised my parents even let me watch Batman the Animated Series, considering the crap it covers when I was like 3 and 4.
I know I was probably way too young to see Dark Knight when that came out, kind of deal.
You know, but hey, you know, it's Batman. He's swinging around. He's fighting bad guys. It's probably fine.
Most
of my major DC exposure, being young, was mostly on Teen Titans.
I mean, that's a good show. So
yeah.
Okay, that's
it was on.
This shortcut. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a way to easily backtrack. Yeah, it was on Cartoon Network in the UK and Ireland, but that wasn't until late 90s, turn of the millennium, if I recall.
Yeah. Filmation was probably the earliest that I visually remember, along with the animated series. I mean, my parents were big into Adam West Batman when they were young, so it makes sense. They were like, hey, it's Batman, it's safe, you can watch it.
It was funny because I kind of switched between Burton Batman and West Batman in the early 90s because I caught Returns in theaters, but at home we watched the Adam West show.
Yeah.
Which is like, this is a trip. Bright colors, now it's dark.
That's mood whiplash and a half right there.
I mean, I also remember when Forever was coming out. Anyone remember, I think it was the Burger King glass mugs?
Yeah, from Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Hi, Linky.
You can still find them on eBay. I actually wonder how much they go for.
Probably a pretty damn penny.
No, wait, not Burger King. That wasn't Burger King. It was McDonald's. It was McDonald's.
Oh, right.
I just remembered that because I remember the fucking Happy Meal.
The commercials for it.
Yeah.
There was a Happy Meal for that.
There was a Happy Meal for Batman Returns.
Which,
Yeah.
The movie with all the fucking sexual innuendos.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Was it?
What was that movie's rated back then? I cannot remember.
No,
Batman Returns was PG-13.
Yeah.
PG back then.
Was it PG?
Oh. PG.
No, Returns had to be PG-13.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Also,
Was
hey,
that-
everybody.
yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
was that before PG-13 existed?
Batman.
No, PG-13
no,
was
It
wasn't it Indiana
it's
Jones?
PG-13.
Okay,
No,
well,
the PG-13 was around at the time because it was made specifically for Indiana Jones and a few other movies.
Yeah.
Because Steven Spielberg did not want Temple of Doom to be rated R, so he kind of petitioned the rating system to say, hey, can we make something of an in-between? Because otherwise a lot of our movies aren't going to be PG, but they're definitely not, you know, hard R's either. So
Yeah, it's saying here Batman Returns for UK was PG-13. So yeah, that's the second lowest age rating here.
You wouldn't believe the fight the old
Well,
snowman.
at this
put
point,
up.
G and PG just have no distinction between the two.
That's all that matters.
You know, PG-13 came out in the 80s.
Still, boy.
Is either PG or R. Is G/PG, which again, no real distinction, or R.
No!
Nice gun. Gas Penguin captured Captain Cold. No, because Captain Cold has a cold gun, not a freeze gun. There's a difference.
Oh, I thought you just had
and he goes to explain why there's a difference.
Enjoy the copsicle.
It's weird how the Flash is like the progenitor of a lot of superhero things, but never gets any credit for it.
That's how it always goes, though. The one that sets the trail never gets the credit.
Yeah, I mean, he's the reason why it's called a rogues gallery.
Unstable. I need to move slowly. Take my time.
I just love how you just jumped right down. You didn't have to.
Oh, wait a minute. Batman almost made a bat fuck up.
Hey, he real DC at least multiple times.
Real Steve here, be careful.
Yeah, the Flash is the reason why it's called the Rogues Gallery, because the group he faces of his villains together are called the Rogues.
How much do you weigh? About 108, I think.
You should be safe here.
With that kind of muscle tone? No, I know you're lying.
Where's the rest of your team?
Two more guys in this room.
Time for me to pull out the bat scale. Now step on this.
I ran.
He just steps on it, says error. Oh, whoops, we got to adjust it.
I'll get them.
Then he made an actual battery joke to Harley Quinn at one point in the comics. It's funny because when Harley called him out and he goes, I like to keep people, you know, surprised every once in a while just to keep them guessing.
I'm still gobsmacked they got away with the "Do you want to rev up your Harley" line from the fucking animated series.
No, they did a lot of weird things that the censors didn't catch. Like, okay, so the episode where it's all Scarecrow dream from Batgirl's perspective.
Yeah.
Where she dies. Okay, so the censors were like, you can't show Batgirl falling off of a building and dying. for obvious reasons. So the creators were kind of like, okay, we'll put the POV from the car so they don't see her, but we're still, well, we're still gonna have, her slam into the car and get run over and shit.
Which is worse.
Yeah, which is worse, and they're like, yeah, that's okay, we're not actually seeing her fall, and it's like, this is worse.
Technicalities.
The beauty of a gory discretion shot.
Yeah.
Oh, when
it's funny because that's kind of the issue that it's weird because I was talking about this earlier about how I'm finally like going through the Avatar series, and I'm in season 3 right now, and I'm enjoying what I'm watching, but I strongly feel that show is held back by being a television show for kids.
Yes, it is.
And I don't think they work that they are creative enough to work around that like old shows in the 90s did. Batman TA specifically, which is kind of just like my go-to comparison for a show meant for kids. Well, designed for kids, but is watchable by all ages.
I mean, that was WB in general at the time because the animators got away with a whole lot of shit too.
Yeah.
You scared, little bat?
Yeah, I would say if that's a concern of when Korra kind of finally got its act together later on in the show, and it for unfortunate circumstances had to end up going online, but that kind of helped them because they were able to get away with a lot more shit at that point because it wasn't on public television anymore.
Oh yeah, and then the obviously famous censor bypass for Batman was the Joker gas. It's like, we can't have the Joker killing people, so we're just gonna gas him into like creepy smiles and basically just be horribly disfigured forever. And it's like,
yeah,
this is
worse.
Way worse.
For the record, I am not done season 3 yet, so no season 3 spoilers in the chat, please.
Yeah.
How many seasons are there altogether? 4?
3.
3
for the first and 4 for Korra.
Oh, okay, so I'm almost done. All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like divided into books, and I thought there was only 4 of them for Avatar. I'm not very familiar with it.
Yeah, there's 3 books for the first Avatar and then 4 for Korra.
Because I just assumed, oh, they're doing the whole elements thing and they're doing books. That must mean there's one, season for every element.
Nope.
Because they already has wind figured out, so well, air, so it's better.
So wait,
damn, this ice melts fucking quick.
What was the first book? It was air.
First book is water, then earth, then fire.
Well, they skipped
We may look bad, but we don't care.
That's season 0 that we don't see.
Oh, can I go through the ice with the raft? I forget. That's an hour later.
The ice raft? I think that's later after you say freeze.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it now just to tease you that, hey, you're going to need these a little bit.
Please, someone, help me.
And there's a shark, and we forgot to bring the shark repellent. Of course, it has to be one of those days.
And be the bat shark repellent. I think the devs said they only have a shark in here specifically to reference that.
Yeah, I mean, how do you not? It's what everybody immediately thinks of.
It's the only time where they basically said, "All right, Batman, you need to die for real for this joke."
Like, if it's not the whole bat shark repellent, my other favorite one's where he's trying to get rid of a cartoon bomb, and every other corner he turns, there's something there.
Well, that's from the movie.
That was from the movie?
Yeah. Like one of the early scenes. Where he's just trying to get rid of a...
Yeah, there are just some days you can't get rid of a bomb. Which I have the like the theatrical poster for that movie signed by Weston Wharf.
Oh, is that what like they were looking at a spotlight against the wall?
No, I'll get it real quick.
It feels good to take off the socks. After a long
oh, thank God you were going to say socks.
What did you thought I was
Finally, I can shed this human skin.
Thinking there was a lot of possibilities that could have been.
I could have taken off my shirt. Could have taken off my pants.
It's a little small, but it's in general. But yeah, I have this theatrical poster signed by Batman West and Burt Ward.
Yo, that's awesome.
Wait, what am I all tapped up? Oh, that bloody smear frame from your server, Linky.
It's one of the longest lines I ever stood in, but it was worth it because Adam West died like a year and a half later.
Oh, the one with me on it.
Where did Penguin get that gun?
He stole it from Mr. Freeze. I'm getting it back.
See here. Oh, don't track the bloody server. Already did that, no?
So you can swim, right?
Oh, I've never seen this one before. I've only ever seen the VHS/DVD cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you just leave that guy on a platform?
No, he's fine.
And a
He'll be
shark
okay.
infested. There
He's
you go.
fine.
Batman saves his to maintain.
Oh, don't worry, Linky. He has his BSc and SSC, bronze swimming certificate and silver swimming certificate. He's fine.
They're using thermal imaging headsets. Anyone wearing them will be able
Oh,
to
they're reintroducing these bloody things from the last section in our asylum.
Oh yeah. It's kind of weird in Asylum. It's only one stealth section that has the exploding ones, except for the challenge maps. So...
And that
Even though
was...
you would think Penguin would have his own freeze gun because, you know, Penguin cold. They're actually tropical penguins, so...
Yeah, true, you do find them somewhere in, I think it's the south coast of Africa?
Yeah.
Half
Penguins
bird,
are
will
not
travel.
yeah, penguins are not specifically cold-based.
You also have
Honestly, I'm glad they don't go
babies.
overboard with the explosive gargoyles. I didn't like that in Asylum. It was good for a challenge, but like after that, it was like kind of words out its welcome.
Listen up. Penguin wants the bat brought in alive. There's 50 grand in it for the one who doesn't.
You may as well pay me now. He's mine. Not if I spot him first.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to me too.
Oh, because the bloody diary entry.
Yeah.
No sign of
Happy birthday to...
Just
Who
as
am I?
He can't
What
survive
am I?
I need to find him before it's too late.
Fetus, Mewtwo.
A cat fetus.
But he was technically born.
Yeah, I think the series kind of just forgets all the real world implications of original Gen 1.
I think for the Gen 1 stuff, they based it on how Dolly the sheep was cloned.
Generally speaking, yeah.
Stay quiet.
The problem is Gen 1 references America, South America, and the war. And other things, so it's like,
Like, no first game in the series, they didn't quite know what they wanted yet, so...
Yeah. Yo, I hope the next Pokemon Legends game is basically about the war. I will fucking pay you for that shit. You brought that up.
Context linking.
Well, it's also a throwaway line from Lieutenant Surge because he's a reference to Okinawa.
You basically play as young Lieutenant Surge as you're going through war.
I don't know why. That reminds me of just one random line from the SpongeBob episode of like the Krusty Krab, hiring video episode. It's just this one thing talking about Mr. Krabs. He's just after the war.
After the war, Lieutenant Surge.
Well, the problem is I can't. The problem
like
is
Mr. Krabs, like Eugene Krabs fell into a horrible depression. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, the problem with that episode now is I can't watch it without quoting the shocking expose on Krabby Patty. The story of the Krusty Krab is of one Krusty Krab with the most unsuccessful restaurant in Bikini Bottom because the store closed at 6.
Now, you'd think these guys would take the hint that, oh hey, he's here, maybe we should just kill him now before he has a chance to, oh dear god, what's that?
It's bats!
Oh shit!
The secret formula is...
Oh no, I remember watching that episode for the first time on TV and we thought like something in the cable messed up.
everyone did. I remember that one.
Don't make me hurt you.
Is that a Riddler dude?
Yeah.
Give me your money. Start shaking off.
You just hear change fall on this.
Fucking six Riddler trophies fall out of the guy.
I do kind of want one of those, like the neon Riddler trophies you can actually get.
I imagine they might be a thing on Etsy.
I mean, they're like fan-made ones, so I actually think it just kind of depends on the person.
Surprised that was never like a pre-order statue thing in one of the Arkham games or stuff like that.
It's awesome work, man.
Do you remember what the pre-order stuff was for this
Oh,
series?
I love this guy. I've read your file. Really?
You have? I mean, yes, sir.
You said you want to know the pre-orders for this stuff? Like the pre-order bonuses? I can pull that up real quick.
Ratted this out.
Yeah, boys got the...
Brought here, beating the crap.
This is Arkham City, right?
Yeah. Just like check up City Origins and Night if there was any pre-order stuff in the past for them.
God, this is going back for fucking ages.
Well, if you've got the records.
In case you didn't notice, Batman just
Oh yeah, I read your file. Really? No, I just wanted to boost your ego before I shattered it.
Oh, so you know how to hurt people in more than one way.
Okay, now remember, firmly grasp it.
I said firmly grasp it.
Okay.
No problem.
I think there's a riddle here.
Riddle me this, Batman. What's always coming yet never actually arrives?
Subject too small. Here it is.
No.
Subject out of view. Subject out of view. What am I looking at? What is it?
Okay, so there was multiple different pre-order bonuses.
Oh Christ!
Oh boy.
So they will different companies, but Amazon you get a $10 gift card from them. GameStop you basically got the Joker's Carnival Challenge Map Pack early, meaning you already got that basically unlocked, which basically grants you the Batman the animated series suit. Best Buy gave you Robin with his own gadget stuff. Newegg gets you a fucking T-shirt, and Walmart gets you a $10 gift card.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm glad those aren't really a thing anymore. I'm really glad those aren't a thing anymore because those suck.
Yeah.
Which one?
Just multiple bonuses depending on where you pre-order it. Like I hate that shit.
Yeah.
They're still kind of doing it on some digital storefronts now. Hitman 3's got that problem.
Yep.
When it came out on Steam the other week.
GameStop still occasionally gets a store pre-order bonus, but it's usually the only one.
Best Buy too. Well, I never played Avengers though. Godzilla. I have no interest in Godzilla. I have no interest in Godzilla. Your name is General Avengers now.
General Avengers.
Yeah, General Avengers. Plural.
But PK Deluxe, Pokemon Legends, we did have some exclusive stuff, but they were just like cards. That's it.
Yeah, just merch.
Like, if you're talking about actual in-game things, Legends does check your Switch internal save data for BDSM, Sword Shield, and Let's Go.
I hate how it's BDSM.
It gives you BDSP.
Yeah, it's BDSP, but just to fuck with people, I say BDSM.
Pokemon Let's Go is just for some costume stuff.
Yeah.
BDSP gives you a Darkrai quest, and Sword Shield gives you a Shaman quest. Neither of which are required to get 100%.
Wait, this is not the booby trap one, is it?
The booby trap one, I think, is in the sewers.
I think that one you just slide under.
All right, Johnny, round it goes. Can you hit the target? Can you do so? Oh, it's a miss. Oh, man. Who is this guy? He can't even hit shit for anything. Oh, you fucking missed again.
You just give you a lot of PTSD with that. Fuck you. You know, you're an asshole.
You're not nearly as good at throwing batarangs.
I went to a carnival at a very young age, and there was this clown who was running the Midway game. He just shit talked me the entire. Dude, I'm like 6 years old. Like, why are you such an asshole?
Oh, so now you get your kicks out of punching Joker.
I think I remember something like that, but it's the Renaissance Fair near us, and they have one of the people that's like, you know, in the locked up things in town, and like you pay money to get tomatoes to throw at him, and he just has to the entire time.
I know there was one.
We're losing money on this deal.
Where it was the whole throw the balls at the milk jug things and win a prize or whatever, but it was very obvious they were glued to the bottom.
Yeah.
And we kept trying for ages. I remember Grandpappy getting livid though. They were fucking trying to rip him off like this. So he went to go to the ball, went to look like he was aiming for the milk bottles, but then last second turned and hit the guy in the face with it. It's like looking back now, it's just, yeah, I see where I kept my aggression from. It's definitely something that runs in the family.
No! It's right there, Batman!
And me, the Bat Shark.
They gotta say it.
Enjoy it. It's your last.
Who are you talking to?
It's not the
He's talking
Is
he talking to the shark?
Johnny, do it again.
What are you guys talking about?
We're trying to find the Bat Shark repellent.
I was going to go for the... Oh, it looks like you're me chum after all.
Oh, looks like they'll have to glue you back in hell.
The demo, man.
There was a gust of breeze that came in because all the rails just moved at once.
God, do I have it in this right now? It's like, oh, they're going to have to glue you back together in hell!
We should play Team Fortress 2 one day.
We should.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of want to do I've been talking about doing a stream of TF2 for a long time, because, like, the last time I played the game was, like, over, 12 years ago at this point. I'm just kind of curious what the hell has changed with that game since.
It's probably still the same.
No, it's probably
I've
changed a
known
wee bit. But the last I heard, and I don't know if it's changed since, that the game's basically been overrun by bots these days.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you just make a little private room, but...
Because I think the last time I actively played the game was 2015, 2016, when I was still doing server admin for one network. And like the second the server browser... God, I remember them.
God, I remember the days of where we just play on nothing but the Mario Kart track. We didn't do jack and shit. We just sat there and just talked shit to each other the whole entire night. Those were the good nights.
But you see, as a spy main, that was just easy
Oh, someone else
pickings.
plays Spy.
Hey, Spy Gang.
Yeah.
Let me guess, Ambassador, Spicicle.
Crab walk everywhere.
Oh, nowadays it's changed. Now you're Metal Gear Solid everywhere. Because you have the cardboard box stores. And like 90% of people these days forget it's still a thing, so you could just camp control points. And they're like, why the fuck can't we camp here? There's nothing here. It's just like you chilling at the corner.
Where did this cardboard box come from?
You'd be surprised how forgetful people are.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'll be here.
I'll be here. Da,
da, da, da, da.
Batman's just doing flips, that's all.
But before I dodge your bullet, let me do a quick vaudeville impression before I dodge.
Batman! Batman!
The ice blast.
Now you're a bat sickle.
Go find Freeze. See if.
Oh, did I go in a fucking circle?
He knows how
Yes.
to defeat his own.
Yeah.
Come on, Batman, that wasn't very cash money of you.
Do you have any of the other costumes unlocked?
We've got all of them unlocked on the menu, I think.
Okay. You gonna change or gonna keep the main look?
We've already changed it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's the Batman Inc. one.
Costume.
Or, you know, the 89 costume, because it might as well be that.
Dear God, why is he wearing a codpiece?
Licky, it's our super secret weapon. It's not an actual cod piece, it is actually a plate that, when interacted with, will produce a boxing glove attached to a spring. Always
You know
be
what?
prepared.
You know what?
take
You
the death,
fucking
dude.
joke
That's
about
okay.
that shit, but he probably has something like that. Johnny, you're just gonna...
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a death. Because I gotta go find Freeze first.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because we need his remote control override.
Yeah.
Wow, he just took that like a bloody log down.
You went all spreading when he died on that one.
Right here, big one.
Right.
Give it to me. Ugh.
I am so tempted right now to just isolate the Penguins game over things, remove the audio and the subtitles, just like, alright, I guess you are my little pog chap. Come here. Come here.
The cockeye is it's really taking a lot out of him. Alright, hold on. Because I kind of... Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, that was really loud.
Oh, yeah.
That was disgusting. What the fuck? Whoa, someone turned the music down! What the fuck? I opened the door and the fucking soundtrack just blares into my ears.
I swear it wasn't me this time.
I was gonna say, oh, so that's where Pat's soundboard
Wait,
was.
was that a divine door?
Is it Bat God?
I think I gotta go that way.
Yo, did someone die?
Yeah, one's dead. Got shot.
Damn. And here I thought it was just that one dude that Johnny just left on his freaking on the raft.
Batman finds God and wins. All right, I think this is fine.
Isn't that a plot line in one of the movies?
What? Finding God and winning?
Yeah.
I found God, Robin. I won.
I mean, isn't that RCS in a nutshell?
Ah, yes, a strange person who fell from the sky. Who's your best friend? God? Yes, he's everyone's friend. He is indeed the almighty sinner. No, I mean like actual God. He's right here on speaker to... Hey, you want to speak to him?
Yo, what up?
I still think I laughed the most is like they're like, you know, an Arceus phone? I don't know what that is gonna deal. It's like, okay, you know, there's one thing. These guys probably don't even know what the hell a phone is, let alone that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm surprised they all go with, wait, what is that? That's witchery. Whoop, that's it, gotta drown you.
Burn him.
I just can't punch the penguin? Come on.
Well, you can't punch the penguin.
Well, they're penguins. Just remember James Pond 2 and let all that frustration come back, and then you can destroy them. See, it's already working.
Oh yeah, Pat, are you in for that for the end of the month?
Oh, Crash 3?
Yeah.
Okay, I might need to practice up for that, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Like I said, just try and get a lot of heads up for that thing.
Yeah.
Also, I'm choking.
Okay.
Breathe.
I need a lot of heads because I'm gonna die before we do the race.
It's like, once I've got a confirmed head count, I can start the overlay for that. Although, I just got a job today to do a really complex animation project.
If you can't do it, then I can just do it, make up a mock-up one.
Oh no, I'll get it done.
Okay.
It's just, this animation project is uber complex for us, so it's going to take like a month to do.
I gotcha. Well, like I said, if you feel like it's like interfering with that job, don't worry about it, because now I got Clip Studio Paint now.
Alright, I'm back.
It's just, I was told I can take my time with it, but it's just, I think I can get it done in about a month.
Okay.
No, put it down.
Because it's an character back shot, picks up an item, comes back up, flips around 180, face change, freezes on there holding an item, and I've got to do some palette swaps as well.
Oh yeah, and I gotta get ready for day after tomorrow.
That was a movie, yes.
No, Thursday or Wednesday. Tuesday.
Oh right, your birthday stream.
Yeah, which is a 2-day thing, I guess.
That was so awkward because I didn't want to actively knock out the damn goons.
I was honestly waiting for him to just get KO'd by Mr. Buckle.
It's like actually backhand somebody. It's like, oh, he was green.
Did you see his neck then? It like immediately jumps to a position and then jumps straight back for a frame.
It's okay, he's still alive. Hopefully.
I think
that, as my PhD and doctorate in bullshit here says, nah, he's Cocoa Pop's son. He's going to be breathing through a tube.
Oh, these are the twins, actually.
Yeah, the Lipskis or something like that. I don't know, my Russian is absolute garbage. Ah, there we go, the Abramovici twins.
Adavici?
Antonucci? Time to meet your maker!
One second. I will free you.
I will free you, Code Man.
I will freeze you.
Momentarily, but first.
I'm dying. Please stop with the puns.
Are you dying of laughter?
Of fun.
Oh god,
yeah,
shut the fuck up. I just need some code.
Like, I like that they take elements of the animated series with Freeze in this universe, but it's also like they also just made him rip for no fucking reason.
Like, dude should be a string beam. Because isn't he supposed to be like basically?
All right, Mr. Clean, come, talk.
Hey, it takes a lot of muscle to move around.
Fucking opens the door and is like, Dr. Manhattan. What are you doing here?
I cannot complete.
Hey, freeze! Hey, freeze! Guess what my favorite song is? Blue. Get it? Dabba-dee, huh?
Lick my balls.
Penguin is protecting.
He just snaps his finger and just freezes Batman right there.
Retratio, Batman.
He tries to snap his fingers, but they just snap off altogether because they're frozen
look at how black they are. Like, look at
the frostbite was actually supposed to be worse in concept art. Like, his ears were supposed to be just... I mean, his ears are sort of half gone already.
Yeah, he was supposed to have, like, no ears because all the cartilage froze off.
Yeah, and his nose was also supposed to be missing, too. Yeah.
Voldemort.
He's basically Voldemort. Oh, man, that sounds really lame when you say it out loud.
See, I just hear
Mr. Reese through the
Voldemort.
voice box.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of, that one voice line. Where it's just like, yeah.
built into the suit to stop anyone using my weapons against me.
How did that work out for you?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you go get
I'm thirsty.
override and figure
Go
out
get a
a way to
drink,
stop him yourself?
It's been a pleasure.
But I'm sitting down.
Keep thinking about that cure.
All right, I'll wear something right. I'll be back.
Yeah, the rest of it spilled out when he tossed it.
Yeah, and that's it. No more freeze.
I was just waiting for it to shatter on impact.
Yeah, it's something I wish that was emphasized a little more for the sake of not making Batman look like such an asshole. But, you know, obviously he's been poisoned. And he's against the clock, trying to find a cure. And he's trying to rush to get through things, and he's just being more of a jerk than he is. I wish they just put a little more emphasis on it, because there are times where he's borderline antagonistic. It's like, you're
I wonder what's worse, this kind of Batman or Super Dickery from the Silver Age. I love Super Dickery from the Silver Age. It's amazing when you look up covers and shit.
Most of it was on Superman's end, though. Like, wasn't
usually
there fucking,
but there's
they didn't use heat vision on the Lois, like a dress that Lois made. Yeah. It's like this is a fucking shitty ass dress.
No, my one of the worst ones I think is Batman and Superman are together. They're smirking as Jimmy Olsen and Robin literally dig their own graves, and Superman's like, "I don't have a code. It's like I have a code against not killing, but Batman here, he'll finish the job for the both of you." It's
Jesus.
like, what? And it's just Batman with a Tommy gun. It's like, what the fuck is this?
I think they were just made to entice viewers to buy the comic, right? Because
obviously, yeah, but
because I never actually read a whole bunch of Silver Age stuff. I just know about
it's far more tame than the covers let on.
Yeah, I think it was just to push units.
Yeah.
The only Silver Age era stuff I probably would have read was Beano's, and what I said about them, the better these days. Honestly.
Beano's?
Yeah, they're like the UK equivalent of the big comic book.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like anything serious. It was always more like parody and humor in nature, but it was like very lowbrow, grotesque humor type stuff.
Oh, yeah, Superman's turned into a real different person.
Right, if it wasn't the Beano, it was probably the Dandy, and if it wasn't that, it was Banana Man.
That's the famous.
Oh yeah, Brohaven brings up another good one. The story of Superman in the desert with Aquaman and Jimmy Olsen dying of thirst, and Superman's holding a jug of water. He's not sharing.
Wait. That thing was behind glass all this time?
Yeah, but we had no reason to go into it, though.
No
yeah.
problem, Batman.
Okay, true.
Unless Batman wanted to wear the suit.
Batman just takes the battery. All right, got my double A's. Now I can put this in my bag.
No, he has the battery.
Fuck.
And like in Batman Beyond, it's the Bat Terry.
Yeah. It's like Batman. Dick Grayson's like, Batman, the Batmobile won't start. Have you checked the battery? Pause. What's a Terry?
And then it's like in the 50 years later, it's like, what's wrong with the car? It's my back Guinness. It isn't working properly.
Well, no, then the comics actually reference this with Batman and Harley Quinn, where it's like they're like stranded for whatever reason, and he's like trying to fix the vehicle. It's like, it's like I need to adjust the battery, and Harley Quinn just looks at him. It's like, are you serious? and Batman just kind of gives a annoying look, where he's like, he's just clearly fucking with her. Agent Hooligan, I think, has the link to the Tommy gun.
I can make this right.
I'll have a quick look at it.
Okay, yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
Superman and Batman together in World's Finest, August, issue number 195, 15 cents. Goddamn.
So probably from the 50s.
Okay, so
no,
Batman!
Why did you just
do
Batman?
Yeah! All right, Batman, do a flip. Wait.
Dragon X Zero,
I had enough of this shark. I'm gonna go in there and beat him up.
Dragon X Zero, do you mean the webtoon Batman comics? Because I do read Wayne Family Adventures.
Wayne Family is really good. I've been enjoying it quite a lot.
Yeah.
Just Penguin's there, just like, I didn't even have to do anything that time.
The shark's
that was a very nice flip.
I was gonna say that shark was being the best investment I've made in my life.
I am Batman. Welcome to Jackass.
fine.
How much is Wayne Family to read? Every issue becomes free if you're like a paid member of Webtoon. You get like 3 comics ahead of time.
Oh, nah, you could beat.
So it's really not worth paying for if you're just getting Webtoon for that.
I've just been reading it, you know, when they become free kind of deal. Like,
yeah, same.
You guys read?
Yeah, actually, I just finished catching up on Sonic IDW. A couple of days ago.
Going, to be honest.
And I gotta say, fucking the Metal Virus Saga really went places, but I hate how it ends.
Got interested in reading up on that part.
I'm just gonna guess they just do the whole super transformation thing, and that magically cures everything.
Well, good luck.
I love that he has to hide this remote behind his back.
Like, I'm not up to anything.
No, I didn't steal your cookies. Nope. This is not the last Kit Kat.
You have to get to where you can actually face him.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you gotta get up to the little corridor bit he's standing on.
It looks like he's just throwing slush balls at me.
Stop! This one's has a rock in it. Stop it! It hurts.
You know what my favourite type of ammo is with this gun? Golden shower.
The override won't work this far away.
He needs to be stopped.
And this is when we Shoryuken the penguin.
Go!
Shoryuken!
Electric gun fast!
Yatta.
Finished, Cobble.
Hi, her uppercut.
No, I'm sorry. Please, don't hurt me.
I can't help it if I don't have an arcade stick to do quarter circle punch, you prick.
I play with the controller. Fuck you.
I play with tilt controls.
And explode.
2 guns, bitch! Just brings out another Mr. Freeze gun.
Walk away, but oh no. You had to be the big man. Well, guess what?
Time for a boss fight because Penguin can't really be a boss fight on his own.
Pretty small.
You still look like an ugly bastard up there.
Don't look so sad. I've got a little surprise for
Cue
you.
the young Frankenstein. It's alive!
This is a weird fucking pull, but I like this boss anyway, so.
I mean, just in general,
I do like
these fights are way better than...
I do like how in the DC animated universe, I forget if they punch him or just launch him into space. It's like just to get him out of their hair for a little bit. They just launch Grundy into space. It's like, will he be okay? He's a zombie. He'll be fine.
You're thinking of Injustice.
I think that's I think Injustice did that.
Injustice. You're thinking of Injustice. Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
The first game, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
I found
Why
it
did I think it was
down there when I
DCAU?
bought this place. Comes in handy.
Also, he's ripped to shit in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, considering he's got like glowing veins, you could interpret it that he's had what's it called injected into him.
What, Titan?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's dead though. I always got the idea that Titan only affects living tissue.
Just use regular tissue then.
Guess I have to fire the explosive gel.
Well, the only awkward bit I have for this is the quick fire isn't the most reliable.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
And you totally should have been hit by that, but alright.
Okay, I'm the Batman. I'm just doing flips.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to have for our first big boss fight in the game? Hey, do you remember those Six Flags little stunt shows? You're a genius.
My God. Cause in the end, I realized.
Oh,
Metal
fuck
Gear
it.
Rising is great.
So where did the penguin get the knowledge to do this shit?
Well, he found him below when he bought this
got-
place. And I'm assuming, like, he was not moving, so he built the contraption, or at least funded it.
I mean, I think the lore explanation was probably wasn't even supposed to be here, but because they bought the area with the iceberg lounge, he refused to go, so they just built the wall around him.
All right, Grundy, you should have broke the damn thing yourself with that.
Yeah. I think that probably would have done more damage than the little explosion.
Yeah. Oh, I think this thing closed, yeah. Oh, the fire maggots.
Why are there fire maggots?
He's a zombie.
Yeah, but considering this place is like close to 0 degrees, that shouldn't even be an issue right now because bacteria.
Zombie maggots.
You can't kill him.
It's okay. I didn't
Finish
kill him.
Grundy. Well, show
That
my
man
cod.
needs
You should show my cod
Well,
piece.
well, it's a zombie. It's not killing if it's already dead.
Alright,
True.
let's have everyone's favourite Kalimar. Oh, well, JK.
Finish it. Dun, dun, dun.
Come on, Batman. I'm gonna use you as a slip pillow. I'm going to bed.
I will love him and hug him and name him George.
Oh man, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Oh boy, favorite boss tactic, shockwaves.
All we now was the giant fuck me lights and was oh look at that, 3 giant fuck me lights.
Ow.
But you don't even need to be a dramatic thing to get over that, you could just sidestep over it.
Fuck you, you son of a bitch.
Punch.
And now for everyone's favourite thing, Kalimar.
Just you and me.
You betray Lady Shiv. Oh wait, you're not part of the league with that.
I don't think that's how a grenade launcher works. It's more of an RPG.
I was just waiting for him to Mario cake that projectile right back.
How can I do that? It's like, nah, I can't. Like, he fucking side B's. Game!
This game's winner is Batman.
Da, 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 da.
KO!
Batman!
There he is.
Mr. Enough. Freeze.
Oh, come on, not the other hand. Cripple both at the same time, you know?
You will regret what you did, Mr.
Yeah, if it's something that Batman couldn't break and you just slammed him against it, his back would have been broken like 5 times.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Penguin should be a paraplegic after that.
The cure, Freeze.
There isn't one.
I don't want to give you the.
Perhaps I should elaborate. Creating an antidote to the disease that afflicts the clown was easy. Unfortunately, the cure degrades to...
Look at the science.
It needs a restorative...
Science. Very
What does
smart.
RP9 stand for?
Looks like honeycomb, doesn't it, Batman?
Oh, hey,
Honey.
look, you have
Like
you've
my
got a
sweet
hexagon.
Noah.
Oh, look, you've done what everyone does in media when it comes to molecular disassembly. You have done hexagons of oxygen. You are so intelligent.
Something a little animosity there.
Because you see it so many damn times, and it's just, if you're gonna do this, do it fucking accurately, goddammit. It's a 2-second Google search.
His name is Raish Al Ghul.
I thought it was Ra's al Ghul. No, that's something the movie made up.
It's only whenever Conroy's voicing him that he pronounces it that way.
What, Raish?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, someone mentioned her husbando, and that woke her up.
Then I can go wake him up.
It's a good thing the very man you need to get the blood sample of happens to be in Arkham City.
Ratio Al Ghul. Spends all his day just making tweets and subtweets.
You are a fool. Batman.
Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Only hope.
Or the Doctor.
No, Victor.
Fuck.
Ra's al Ghul is in Arkham City.
What did he call him in the series?
Betrayal.
Detective.
I thought Freeze was looking at the blood
Batman, how did you do that? Did what? Your suit. It changed.
I'm high.
I can't see. My glasses are fogging up.
I think my visor is fogging. You look completely different.
Dude,
and
like,
older.
fucking Batman's Colin face in this suit has more wrinkles than my ball sack. Like, god damn.
Oh, that was a saying I wasn't expecting to hear this evening.
Your life depends on it.
Batman, why do you look like ballsack?
Why do you look like ballsack as if it's a DC villain?
Oh no, it's the scrotum scraper ballsack.
Ballsack.
Quick, chew through my ballsack. What?
Just do it.
One of the best out of context Simpsons lines.
Oh, my favorite ones now where they're memeing it was like, am I out of touch? No, I'm out of time. And then it starts playing fucking Hall notes.
I'm out of touch.
Oh, I fucking love that song.
I need to isolate a forensic trail. She will lead me
Oh
straight
wait,
to
fuck!
the
I forgot to scan the blood.
Wing Zero, the testicular titan.
Oh shit, the blood.
Just rushes down the stairs, quickly exits and rushes back up.
So you are a vampire.
Oracle, change
Instagram's gonna have a field day with this.
I'm not gonna lie, but I thought that Batman would get down on his hands and knees, just stare at the blood, be like, "Give me the information I need."
He's trying to interrogate the blood.
Yeah.
It goes like dead close to it. He pulls out a flashlight. It was like, "Where were you on the night of the 6th?"
Where's Ray Sharper? Batman, what are you doing? Yeah.
Talia is not the.
Don't worry,
sorry, Batman. I don't know Raish. I know Ra's al Ghul's fucking smart ass. Where is Ghul?
I can't understand you. Stop muffling your voices like that.
I can't understand your accent.
Where's the English? Where is it?
I need a bus to Bikini Bottom. Oh, it left 6 seconds ago.
So I don't think the video exists anymore. My favorite fucking video to ever come from that goddamn line was Batman saying, "Where's the trigger?" But it's loot for 10 hours. It's just him punching Bane repeatedly, asking the question, but he never answers it because it's on loop.
Where's the trigger? Where's the trigger?
And you know what's funny? The music never stops getting so loud. Like it just keeps playing.
Slowed me down. Let me know when it's
Donde está la playa de Seville? And suddenly storming. Okay.
Oh, there's my nud.
All right, time for some free electricity. Get that metal wire up.
I'm ninja hunting.
You're hunting ninjas?
Be
very quick. Ah, you beat me to it, you bastard.
I'm hunting ninjas.
Have you seen a ninja around here? Oh, what the fuck, bats?
God. Wait, not you.
No, you must live.
You sit down, Mummy and Daddy are talking.
Can you,
said,
fuck you.
Mummy and Daddy are talking. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, you saw ahead.
Please don't hurt me. I'll talk.
I knew you would.
Proceeds to not say anything, knocks him out.
Hey, what's your favorite NES game? Legend of Zelda? Oh, do you know what my favorite is? Oh God, Punch Out.
With Mike Tyson or Mr. Dream?
Choose carefully.
Yes.
Your life hinges on this answer.
Well, you're gonna meet Mr. Dream.
You're gonna be Tyson where you're going. Wait, did he die?
No.
It's hard to tell. His jawline's been completely mangled. What the hell happened?
Alright, let me go back and trace in the blood.
Because doesn't it like loop back up and around on itself?
A little bit.
I liked Master System better. Oh, smart ass, huh? Oh no, that guy over there, he can only afford an Atari. What, the 2600? The 7800? Actually, it's the 5200.
The next thing you know, in that inmate prison, you just see like a box came from Wayne Enterprise. Here, have a Sega.
It's one of those shitty at-game Sega Genesis clones.
Oh. It's one of those plug-and-play TV games.
Nothing kills a boner faster.
I mean, if you want to kill the boner faster, it's one of those plug-and-play TVs, but it's using the Sega Smash Pack emulator.
Had a Mortal Kombat one of that, and the sound was dreadful.
Oh, dude. Old dude was Kirk. He used to do a lot of satellites research. He's been doing a lot of just injecting ROMs into the Sega Smash Pack emulator and seeing how much of a train wreck it is, and it's just so good. Oh, what is supposed to be bandages? It looked like an bit of ribbon for like wrapping up a present.
The only way to find Raish is to get a track on that ninja. I'll need to get in close.
Oh, I always hated doing this bit.
Stop. Come back.
Stop. Wait, come back.
Ninja.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, I get sniped.
Night.
I get sniped and I ragdoll towards the floor. Nighty, night.
Hey, come on. This is a Mirror's Edge.
Even in context, that clip is still hilarious.
Yeah, we're suddenly in Prince of Persia or Assassin's Creed, whatever floats your boat.
Or Mirror's Edge.
No, it needs to be
No,
first
this is third
person.
person.
Yeah.
God, I haven't played Mirror's Edge in a long time. I need to go back to it. Did that ever do a PC port?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
I'll have to go for that then.
And from what I hear, it's definitely the better one because like a lot of the stuff on consoles never got patched out, right? So.
Okay, why are you stuttering?
Whoa, yeah,
I was gonna say,
whoa. Game, you right back?
That's
why it's stuttering.
The back computer. No.
Yeah, that's gonna say.
No.
I read Robin. Yum.
Everything was called fine until you shut up, Robin. Literally, the frame rate started stuttering, and I was so scared.
Wait, which Robin is that one?
I didn't
Tim Drake.
This is Tim Drake.
Really?
Yeah, but is it Robin or Robin?
This is Red Robin.
Okay.
Yum.
Why did Alfred send you?
But,
He was worried about you.
well, it was stupid because they went by Red Robin for a long time, and then they kind of like, okay, the joke writes itself too much, so they tried to make him a different persona with a different costume, and they just named him Drake, which is just his last name into a duck.
I'll get it to the hospitals and come back.
So it's just like everyone hated it, so it lasted for like less than a year before they got him back in the old suit again.
Much worse.
You think? If Strange really knows who you are,
God, it's
what happens
okay.
if
His
he tells
face
you?
just looks so unnatural.
Whoa, what's going on? Blah, Robin. Now I have become Dracula. It's too late for me. It's too late for me, Robin. The blood has already tainted me.
Welcome to Arkham City.
What the fuck's going on with the game, dude?
It was the poison. My bad.
Oh, the Joker poisoned Robin. I don't know what's going on with me.
Fucking did Batman just pop his collar for Robin as a flex? Is that what happened there?
You know, I didn't think we might actually ever get a sequel to the whole Joker ape pose issue, but we're getting close.
I like Chad. No, he has Doctor Strange's.
Son of a bitch, that's Doctor Strange's cape.
Ah, yes, now we're going into Wonder City.
Stop messing with the spell, Jaime. So can I get a movie too? It's like, oh, and I want appearance in the cartoon. Stop messing with the appearances, Jaime. Though he is getting an HBO Max movie, so I'm excited for that.
That service we can't get over here.
Yeah.
Didn't you just get a new thing?
What?
Oh no, we don't get HBO Max here. We don't get Hulu either, for that matter.
Oh. Really?
We get Netflix, Disney Plus, then there's like BBC iPlayer, ITV, 4OD, Channel 5, BritBox, woohoo. That's about it.
They're gonna have this much with Hulu. That's all I know for sure.
We get Prime Video as well, but I saw the prices they want. They want 139 quid a year for that now, and I'm thinking, fuck off.
It's because you're supposed to be getting more out of it for like Prime shipping and buying stuff consistently off Amazon. In that case, it's worth it, in my opinion. But if you don't,
I try to avoid buying from Amazon for a host of reasons.
Yeah, I understand that. But it's like it's a deal that it's only worth it if you buy a lot from Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, on the bright side for the international fans, hopefully the Sony acquisition of Funimation and Crunchy will coalesce all that international anime stuff finally.
I will wait with bated breath.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, the rumor is that sometime later this year they're going to do the whole PlayStation Plus tier pricing, and one of them will be with Funny Crunch.
Funny Crunch.
Funny
Well, that's a name.
It's faster than saying Funimation and Crunchyroll.
Yeah. It's like, this crunch tastes funny. Throw it in the trash, idiot.
See, it just sounds like a one-liner as you're about to break someone's bone.
Funimation.
Johnny, those guys got guns.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They can still pick up the guns.
I still want you to have the gobble upgrade to just break the gun. Just like look, they all have guns. Now they don't.
There's the bat.
Don't know where you've gone, Bat, but this ain't over. I've got a camera out in Sector 4.
There's always a camera out in Sector 4. Tell me something useful.
Why do we even install cameras? We don't care what happens to the people in here.
No, Batman! Fuck, I meant to do the other takedown move.
Oops.
What takedown move?
There's always another Riddler.
Yeah, I accidentally knocked out a Riddler.
There is one.
Riddler?
I saw.
Riddler thug.
Watch out, it's the Scribbler!
I took the G in thug and added it to Riddler, just made Wriggler.
Oh,
just
no,
squirms. Stop that! I hate when people do that.
Hey, everybody!
Yes,
It's
the
Riggler Wednesday.
The Wriggler, the unknown rogue from Batman's gallery, psychologically traumatized into wiggling about wherever he goes.
What a menace!
And it all started when he saw that one enemy in Super Mario World.
He was an absolute nobody until he got put on the Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn. Now he's super popular.
Had just about enough of your jiggly japes.
His favorite food, Jello.
Oh,
His
fuck,
second favorite
Zaz.
food?
What?
Oh, Bats, do I got a prank call for you?
Do you accept the charges? No.
Have you heard of this new enemy called the Wiggler? He's the best thing that happened around here.
I see you met the Wriggler, Batman. I wouldn't know anything. I did it again! That didn't beat.
Punched him in the fucking dick.
Too bad, Batman. That Riddler thug knew the answer to this question I'm about to entail to you.
Holy shit, you punched him in the dick, Bats.
The Wriggler is running out of thugs.
Yeah, he's a small-time villain. He only can have like three. He only has like three legs.
Yeah. And two of them are his brothers, and one's his mom.
How do you appreciate
Just doing it as a
cape I
favor.
sent you, Batman? Did it pop off like I wanted?
You Wiggler.
I'm just imagining the Wiggler enemy from Mario now, just with all the scars on his head.
Well, no, that's Wiggler. We're talking about Wriggler.
Wriggler, yeah, whose home base is in Wrigley Field. So he's a Chicago-based villain.
Ryan's in on a fucking Wiggler while eating Jello.
Now we just need, like,
he's a Chicago-themed villain out of Wrigley Field, so we see apartment.
now we just need like a 60s.
That goes over my head because I'm
interpretation
not a Chicagoan. Oh, whatever the fuck is the term for that?
Illinois.
Chicagoan. He's the guy. You remember from 2003 playoff appearance, the guy who kind of got in the way of a foul ball catch.
Oh, I vaguely. It sounds familiar, but vaguely.
Yeah, it's an awkward situation where it's kind of like it's impossible to know. It's 2003 footage, so you can't really tell exactly how far over the railing he was.
The Iceberg Lounge was crawling with
They were 5 outs away from the World Series, and then that shit happens.
You could find anything there.
I catched a baseball once, Batman. Funniest shit I've ever done.
You live a really boring life, Sass.
No, Batman's just going, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's nice. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
I'll take Big Mac and
Anyway, as I was saying, so I was at the dinner party, and Luis says, "You can't believe what Luis says."
So, anyways, I started blasting.
He's just prattling on like a poor housewife.
And that's when I started yelling at clouds, and therefore I decreed I would split the sky.
Anyway, that's when Mahatma Gandhi shows up.
Gandhi.
He said he would come in peacefully, and that his words were backed by nuclear weapons.
Batman's just like half listening, like yeah. And he's like, and then I punched the Gandhi in the face. Like, you punched him in the face. Well, I guess you wasn't listening, Bat. So
Alfred, Gandhi's in danger. That's the only thing he takes away from that.
Yeah, Alfred. Yeah. I'm not Alfred, you idiot.
Who's Alfred? He sounds handsome.
Sounds like he's worth at least a penny.
I wonder how much he likes
He's just shaking his fist.
Well, you know what they say, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Oh, hi. I missed.
Stop that dude, what the fuck?
Why is it always me?
He's there just taking a fucking piss and he just gets landed on my back. It's like, I'm just taking a piss here, Batman. What the fuck?
What the hell you doing? I'm taking it. Oh!
I'm scared. I don't want to accidentally knock him out.
Stop using the fight button. Just run away.
No, I gotta make sure he's the only one left standing. That's how it works.
I know, but you can stop pressing fight buttons.
No, I have to knock the other one down.
Oh no, he's not armored.
Also, that's a weird ass mask.
God, there's going to be one time you're going to go into one of these booths and you're like, how much do I have to hurt you? Oh, plenty.
Please give me an excuse. Alright, we got all the special upgrades. Well, at least for now. So we can start upgrading the armor.
I was going to say, do we have all the combat stuff?
Yeah, well, that for now, until we get more upgrades until we get more gadgets. So, in the meantime, we can just upgrade combat armor.
Can you upgrade your bat gun?
Will ballistic armor be useful? Because isn't the next section like more gun?
I also just upgraded Catwoman shit. I didn't even do that. Oops. That was a waste of a level up.
What you leveled up?
Catwoman's Kevlar.
Batman, what were you doing? Nothing happened. We give this a sleep.
Catwoman's just hanging out with Ivy. It's just like, what the hell was that?
I just leveled up.
My armor feel heavier.
Bruce, I must ask you this question. Why are you asking me to give Batgirl shoe polish? To level up her combat armor. Yes, of course, Master Bruce. Fucking nutcase.
What was that?
Nothing.
That boy ain't right.
There's like, there's one comic panel I've seen.
Do I look like I know what a wriggler is?
There's one kind of say what I think Bruce kind of threatens Alfred, and he just turns around and goes, "What are you going to do? Dress up as a bat and stalk me?" And the face they drew for Bruce is just, mwah. It's so good. I'll see if I can find it.
Was that guy just fucking dancing on that dude?
What, doing the floss?
You're not going face
first.
No, you just knocked that guy face first into the steam vent.
Yeah,
his face is being burned off.
He'll be fine.
I know.
Shake it off.
One of the Wrangler's goon. Singular.
Yeah, I know. It's like that is just singular. Yeah.
One goon.
Oh, I found the image I was after. Oh, this is great. Fucking Batman's face. So good.
I came here for freeze and goo.
I'll need the link for this. Just to...
Oh, sorry, we're not given an approximate look. We're not given an exact location for a Deadshot victim, I think.
No, I think it's just like a proximity.
There needs to be a mod that replaces the regular Floyd Lawn mod with Will Smith. What am I going to be put in? Some kind of Suicide Squad?
2 weeks later. Well, shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's that not impressed face. I love it. It's in general for anyone in the co-coms that want to see
no,
it.
Alfred's reaction to most things is just, just a slightly annoyed, snark.
What was the one panel with him and the shotgun? Because I remember that being a really good Alfred panel of just like...
Oh, was that Death in the Family?
I think that was Death in the Family, yeah, where he had a gun.
Alfred's like, I've had it with this shit.
Pretty much in that.
Well, I mean, that was against the Joker, and he would end up losing that fight.
Yeah.
How did he miss?
With great difficulty. Well, it depends. Was it up close or on the opposite side of the room?
You can still hit him from the other side of the room. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how guns work.
Well, I guess Santiago says he also had a gun in Deceased, which I love that name, by the way, for the zombie spinoff.
Oh, Deceased?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty clever.
It's like, if nothing else, that title is just mwah.
Sometimes you have to go with the good puns.
We've lost the camera in Sector 3.
There he is. I think that's him.
I found a dead body.
No, it's not him. That's just someone I knocked out.
I'll make a dead body.
Batman!
I mean, you didn't knock a man out and leave him outside in sub-zero temperatures.
It's fine.
He'll live.
I mean, what's he gonna do? Sue us?
Batman, you got some court papers here. They know sent to me. The IRS.
Well, thank God they're suing Batman and not Bruce Wayne. Takes the cow off. Not here. Says what?
Oh,
so anyway, so Lisa says, I swear to God, she said, that mark down the lane was seen with someone else coming out of the office. I swear to God, Lisa.
Looks like I found another dead shot.
There's a dead body.
I should scan this area for evidence.
Oh, Batman, I'm glad you found the dead body.
He's not answering the phone. Maybe I caught him in the shitter.
No, this is 2010. He would have a bat cell phone.
Yeah.
See, he's playing Bat Candy Crush.
I tried to call you on your cell phone, Batman.
On the way, this is early 2010s, so it'd be Farmville. I left you some sheep on your farm, Batman.
Oh shit! That water tower killed, right?
Some of the prisoners.
It was the Animaniacs.
God damn it!
Came from the water tower. He goes to the water tower, puts handcuffs on it, and that's it.
He opens the front just to Warner Brothers and sister. There's like.
Hurry, 3. I'm Yakko.
What about you?
I'm Lacko, and I'm the sister Dot, but call me Dottie and you're dead.
You're all under arrest. One man. We didn't do it. They
like,
just.
Another of the regulars goons.
I'm just half expecting it's just like cuff the top of the water tower and you just see Batman struggling to walk through the street with the thing still chained to him.
Meanwhile, Zaz, this motherfucker just ghosted me.
I'm sorry, Batman. I can't help it that I'm red villain based.
Batman.
I always figured you were a liberal cock.
Love his voice.
Because it's just so easy to take the piss out of.
Right in the ass.
Wait, was that guy wearing a dog collar? Or a little.
Well, it was probably a shot collar.
It was probably one of those collars, and then Batman just went, you know what, time to clap them butt cheeks.
Maybe it holds a clue about where to find him.
Oh.
I knew it. Deadshot.
Deadshot made
The Wriggler sounds like a wonky dick villain.
He doesn't know he made it. He used a
God, 3 to 4 years on, we're still building his rogues gallery.
I mean, Wonky Dick truly never dies. He just is a
Oh, we're endlessly growing our cavalcade cast of characters.
This isn't my first day on the
Wonky
job.
Dick, Manic Depressed Luigi, Annoying Dick Waluigi. We had another one in the session the other day.
Where do you think their hideout is going to be at?
Isolated the possible locations, but there are
It's just going to be a Denny's or something nearby.
Meanwhile, at Denny's.
General Herpes is still the #1 villain, yes.
Yeah, I like General Herpes, yeah.
Who's the Luther of the group?
What?
Fucking...
The
Oh,
Luther.
he was smart. Okay, I think we're, wait, lead particles? Are we following the particles, or are we just,
Did we finish Cage 2 level 1 like a long ass time ago?
Yeah, but we didn't do the post-game and Super Pulse stuff.
No, because I said I wasn't going to. No, I said, like, the level 1 proud mode thing that I did beforehand was just for the main campaign, because I'm not doing the Hades Cup and shit like that.
God, we still have to do Chain of Memories at some point. Not Chain of Memories.
No, not Chain.
3 5 days over 2.
Yeah, but that's way later. Fucking, I also want to do that with multiplayer.
Wait, you can do that with multiplayer?
Yeah.
On DS, yes. I don't know about any other version.
Well, DS was the only version you could actually play, so the other ones were movies.
I'm trying to think how we could logically do that. If it was real hardware with a capture card, it wouldn't be an issue. But if it's emulation, I don't think Melon DS's Wi-Fi related stuff for local multiplayer is stable yet.
We'll give it another year.
Like, it was unstable when I tested it a few years ago. I was able to do one Pokemon trade before it shut the bed, but for something more intensive, I have no idea.
Experiment, yeah, because it was all local play. There was no Wi-Fi on that at all.
Yeah, I think local Wi-Fi is still unstable.
Well, if it's local play, we'd have to use Parsec then, wouldn't that be the case?
Well, that would mean, like, running 4,
I mean, John's could probably handle multiple Melon DS instances at once. I'm just saying that the emulation code itself for local wireless is still unstable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way...
We'll get along. We'll do it once the technology is ready for it, guys. On that, so.
Yeah, because I do want to record 358 but it's also like I want it to be multiplayer because single player is so goddamn dull.
We're not doing it until the technology's there for us to do the multiplayer on that. So.
I mean, we've only just gotten reliable multiplayer for Four Swords Adventures.
Yes, which we gotta start. Ooh, I can't wait to start that.
Okay.
Like, before we got this absolute major upgrade thanks to MGBA, it was such a colossal nightmare with VBA.
Oh. And even still, it was a pain in the ass because we had to do everything through Parsec. Now we just do it all through the internet.
Yeah, we just...
Oh, Parsec is the internet. You need internet for Parsec.
Do it without Parsec, without the freaking delay.
Yeah, we don't need the middleman when we can just use Dolphin's built-in net play with it.
God. My Dolphins is starting to get a little bit better now.
Okay, so remember that Riddler hostage is kind of left hanging? So let's go save them.
The Federation forces were gonna do that on real hardware. We've got enough people to do it. Although only one of us can afford and / has a capture card.
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah, I have a 3DS capture card.
Okay, so we have 2 by some divine miracle. Make a liar out of me, will you?
To be fair, I haven't used the capture card in a really long time, so...
Did you actually bought, like, the one that's basically, like, super hardware with all the hardware stuff? Or did you actually ship yours in to get it fixed up like that?
Mine was the one that I shipped in and had it manually installed onto my 3DS.
Was it an original 3DS or new 3DS?
Original 3DS.
Right. I was gonna say, I've not seen any attached to the newer models.
Probably because they don't want to do it, because they don't want to get messed up with the hardware and stuff like that.
I mean, most of the setup would be pretty similar, but I think it was just around that time Japan changed its laws, so modding consoles was illegal, and these things were made in Japan, so you can see the problem.
Knock, 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 knock. Who's there?
It's gonna give it to you! Gonna give it to you!
Avon calling.
So you decided to finally show up, did you?
Let them go, Riddler. They're innocent.
Don't be stupid.
I can finally feel the COVID getting on my body now, which I can actually breathe for once.
I mean, it's been what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
I think it takes like a month to go out if you're lucky.
Yeah. Well, like I said, luckily for me, the only kind of side effects I had was that one day where I was just like burning up, my lower back was in fucking pain, and then luckily for me, I kept my taste because God, I hate the medicine.
God, don't speak to us about all these back issues.
And I look forward to watching you.
How do they do this, by the way?
Projectors.
Well, yeah, okay, I know that. But how did they actually did that in game? Is that possible to do?
Well, projection of an MP4 file, yeah.
Just like gets put onto like a, like, you know, a plane kind of deal.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see. So, meaning you could basically change that to be something else, right?
In theory. But we don't know the file structure or how it's done. I think this is Unreal Engine 3.
Yeah, it's Unreal 3.
Batman, use the cape. Okay.
I see you have begun to understand this room. Bathe in the glory of your primitive conquest. It will be your last. It's the E. England show.
Batman just says fuck it.
Yeah.
Is it possible if you have like a full health bar to make it through all that?
I hope you don't think that all of my puzzles will be that simple.
Well, one more time, Lucky?
I said, is it possible if you have like a full health bar, can you just like make it through all that?
It drains really fast because I had a full health bar and I just lost half my health getting touched by it.
Oh, damn.
You need cheat engine to do that, Wings.
Oh. You just gotta stand there? Oh, okay.
What the fuck? Ah, Manchester! Oh, Manchester!
God, really would totally be the guy that does that bloody 300 confirmed kills copy pasta.
Yeah, I remember that.
But bats! And he basically has a voice distortion too. During the whole entire cult thing.
Oh, for the death screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, as Emil says, can't we just cheat using the line launcher?
Does your head... Oh, very good, Batman. I see you have begun to understand this room. Bathe in the glory of your primitive conquest. It will be your last.
Like, I'm trying to, like, normally I think you have to wait until you get the line launcher for this one.
Oh, you have it?
Do I have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the top there.
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Alright, let's start over. I just kind of blanked on that one. I'm used to using all my tools. So.
Yeah, Robin handed it to you in the cutscene.
Right. Okay, that's why. I wasn't paying attention because I was so distracted by Wriggler. Like, legit, I was distracted by
Next
Wriggler.
charity stream, I'm donating to hear the 300 kills monologue with the most obnoxious cocky accent. Well, we will try and provide
No, fucking... I remember Ted did it with the Toad voice during one of the charity room events.
I think that was Platform Mania.
Hang on, let me see if I can find that post.
It's been a long time.
Oh, here it is. Navy so creepy copy pasta. What the fuck you said? What the fuck do you used to say about me, you little bitch? I have you know I graduated top of my class in Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in secret raids on IKEA.
IKEA.
Yeah.
I see you have resorted to the key in order to complete my conundrum. I suppose I shouldn't be disappointed in you. It was inevitable that you would solve it this way.
Oh, Riddler, please shut the hell up.
Don't feel too pleased with yourself, Dark Knight. That room was one of the easy ones.
I can't breathe. No, don't do that.
625925.
No, the Riddler wasn't the IKEA bandit the whole time. It was the
That's what
Riddler.
he told me to tell you. I don't know what it means, but he said he'd kill the others if I did.
Here, if you want to read for yourself.
He doesn't have the money for
doesn't
have the money for his hideout, so he has to kind of steal from IKEA.
You don't
Yeah, and everyone's bound with Chinese finger traps.
Oh my god. If anybody else is to read that, you're more than welcome to.
Drink some water, dude.
I'm doing it.
Oh yeah, isn't there?
90.
There are numbers that we're getting here. If you listen to the radio, you were getting numbers in a sequence. Would the thing spell out something?
Yes, I think that's related to Scarecrow.
Eat at
more.
Joe. Strange numbers, Robin. What did they decipher? It says here 8675309.
Wait a minute.
Regular.
Regular. He's been a fan of 80. He's a fan of 80s pop for ages.
Dude, you okay? I'm so scared.
Okay, but between the lame crimes and like liking 80s pop, I'm imagining him being played by peak at David Hasselhoff or something. The Riddler.
I think one of his big plans is to just spread synthwave through the world or something.
Alright, we're gonna be going for at least like 10 more minutes, so let's do a couple more side quests before we decide to wrap it up. Because I really don't want to do any more plot-related stuff with Ra's al Ghul for tonight. That is a riddle. What is that over there? Riddle
You're on the clock, Batman. You better find him fast. Sorry, I gotta do all the other stuff first.
I'm kind of hoping Zaz calls me. Oh my god,
Oh,
what am I
now
saying?
you want the obnoxious guy to phone you.
Sorry, I'm having a lunch date with the Riddler. He's asking for some mentorship from a
Live nudes,
established
Batman. I can't say I'm terribly excited. I'm tired of looking at corpses.
What is live e-nudes?
E-nudes? E-nudes?
Oh, it's my favorite character from Star Wars.
Oh, wait. Obscured? What's the riddle here? Oh, is it strange?
Supposed to
Oh
be
my
what?
god.
Oh, political.
Yes, the Riddler is definitely tonight's hashtag.
Fuck, hold on. God damn it. I got like a triple trifecta going on here. Hold on a second. I gotta say the... Hold on. I hand him. Phone's ringing. I'm on the clock.
What are you waiting for?
Hold on. I'm on the... Someone's calling me.
With the signal, or...
The hell is he going?
No, phone call. Nope, you're going the wrong way.
Da-na-na-na, collect. IRS.
The guy that scared the area. Okay.
No, it's just right there. Oh yeah, secure area. Okay, so it won't go away. At the very least, the game's aware enough that you actually have to do that first.
I hope so. It might be a time limit, though.
Possibly.
Beer back.
Where did that guy go? Where did he go to the fucking moon? What's in these batarangs?
He wriggled so hard he went.
Wriggler.
Okay, you better answer the phone before.
He wriggled too close to the
fucking
sun.
Smash Brothers motherfuckers a game.
Just the fucking at the fucking
This
zoom
game's
in.
winner is na Batman. No, before it does that, it does the ultimate splash page.
Yeah.
It's going like wing and just flies off.
I'm sorry, my neighbors know how to wave dash better than you, Batman.
Do you play Fox or Falco?
I was more of a Scrimbo Blimblo fan myself.
You take me as a JRPG McSword guy, Batman.
What the fuck? Alright, whatever.
Having trouble with the light post, are we, Batman?
Zip too far low.
EI and Pixar knows the very same.
Alright, so I got in contact with a new and up-and-comer that you might find some interest in. He's called the Riddler. We're starting a mentorship program where I give him the ropes on how to do things in Gotham City.
Both of them were looking at me when I put down my cards.
He's actually quite a nice fellow. I quite like his gimmick of making things gyrate all over the place. Makes him very easy to track.
You fascinate me, Wriggler.
The vibrations.
He was going over his tragic backstory and how a Jello mold fell off his birthday party and ruined it.
Then he started laughing.
Then since then he's always been afraid of wriggling things, and is taking up the mantle of the Wriggler to overcome his fears and get back at society that put Jello in his birthday party.
I wanted to get him into the non-fungible token business, but instead, he started his own called Wiggle Coins. You can't even hold them, Batman. They just wiggle out your hat.
I didn't get to finish my sentence.
I'll have to make a twit longer for next time.
The truth about Penguin.
Sadly, the Wriggler still uses MySpace. It's very hard to get in contact with him sometimes.
You should really support him, though, on Napster.
At the very least, with this mentorship program, I've become one of his top...
Real OGs use real player.
Never catch me working for that sawed-off run.
I still remember last week when he was live streaming, I had to say, "Be right back, Wiggler. I have to do my chores." Okay, I'm back, Wiggler.
See, the Wriggler only plays Amiga games on stream.
We'll make sure this hurts you, bad freak.
Yes, he was one of those kids.
I was always an Atari ST person myself. We could never afford the Amiga.
I like how we've amalgamated this entire backstory for this guy. Like in the matter of like one stream.
In like about a half an hour brainstorm session. So, what's his name? The Wriggler. So, what's his backstory? Jello Amigas.
What? It's just Gordon. What?
I can't help it. He just couldn't do hold and modify for all 256 colors. Absolute amateur. At least I could afford MIDI ports.
What the fuck are you talking about, Batman? Oh, it's Wriggler. I'm calling him Wriggler now. That fucking hell, dude. Like I meant Riddler.
And the Wriggler's costume is bright yellow with black horizontal stripes that wiggle about. That when he wiggles about,
it's one of those eye effects.
Yeah.
Please don't hurt me. I'll talk.
It's like basically a moving kaleidoscope.
LOL, no.
Well, no, he has the horizontal stripes on it, so he looks like a slinky, so he wiggles about.
You have to see how he climbs downstairs, Batman.
Yeah, and he doesn't go. He doesn't walk anywhere. He like does backflips everywhere, so he looks like a slinky doing it.
Yeah, well, at least does the warm. I can't look away.
It's just how he goes everywhere, even like
mesmerizing.
And every time he leaps, he just says, "Go, Slinky, go, Slinky, go, Slinky, go."
For everyone likes a Slinky, Batman. You gotta get a Slinky, Batman.
Don't you want a Slinky?
Oh, is that camera?
I'll give you one of mine.
No. That's bullshit. Zaz wouldn't share a Slinky.
He's a contortionist. Yes, that's a superpower. He's very good at contortion. So
Yeah.
he can escape everywhere. That's why he's so hard to catch.
I love this. Like by the end of this stream, series, we're gonna have a fucking character Bible on the Wriggler.
I want
Wriggles out of anything.
I want fan art.
Our contest for the Wriggler's official design.
Yes.
I would love that. Yes, like
that's the contest. For
I think like I think we should make an art contest for Batman. I know we usually do that for Sonic, but I think we should finally do it for Batman. We need like a final design for the Wriggler.
Fuck it, let's go.
I think all right. So starting next week, we'll make it official. I'll probably have an official rule set by then.
So there's no Wiggler.
There's a Wriggler. Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody who is not watching this stream be like, "What the fuck are you talking?
Fuck are you guys talking about?" I'm from the Monarch Theater. I wasn't totally unintentional.
This is. I love that we're doing this.
This game's winner is the Wriggler.
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 No, what? I have to go respect my dead parents. Where's the phone?
So we had our lunch meeting.
So anyway, I started blasting again.
So how'd your mom and dad, Batman?
I think this strapping young lad sells promise in the criminal underworld.
You troll!
Fucking got him!
Watch this.
He's
talking to the Wriggler.
So anyway, we went over the Wriggler's abilities. He really can't be held down for long. It's quite amazing how he wriggles and wriggles out of the box they put him in. The only problem is he needs to usually be.
Why are you going the opposite
I was like, I'm
way?
going the wrong way, dude. I'm fucked in the head, man.
You see his utility belt has nothing but soft grease and butter in it, and he lavishes all over himself to get out of his predicament.
Oh, I'm lightheaded now. Oh god.
He's a slippery
just
one,
fucking
Batman.
debated me with that phone call. Ghost me, will you? That's it. I'm giving you more Wriggler lore. You're a man.
Anyway, right as he was about to pick up the phone, I put it down and then called him again.
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Almost as good as the Wriggler getting out of the present I put him in to mail to Batman.
Maybe I should have put air holes in that box of his.
I mean, he still got out, so all is well in the end.
He was able to wiggle so hard he generated his own oxygen. What a mad lad.
Yeah, he can't use the wriggling to like phase through the walls like Flash does. He just generates oxygen somehow from it.
I'd lost everything and I was alone, crying like a baby.
So anyway, Batman, how's your day?
What are you wearing?
Oh, me too.
I'm wearing my pants.
Wearing a
and my
batsuit.
bat underwear.
Do tell. This is fucking small talk Zaz. Hello.
Yeah.
So I was at the bank the other day.
And I took out a small loan of $20,000 and I wasn't quite sure what to spend it on. And that's when I saw it. The prettiest little puppy you could ever imagine.
He's called the Wriggler.
Anyway, that's when I decided to mint it on the blockchain.
Oh my god, you remember that one dude from Courage the Cowardly Dog who was just like, he's been very naughty.
Oh, Freaky Fred.
Yeah.
And that's when I was naughty.
That whole episode is very disturbing for the implied implications of it all.
Who was rating me? I'm sorry, I missed that. Sorry, I was distracted by
Mass Defect.
Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So maybe we introduce you to our Lord and Savior, the Wriggler.
Well, fuck, either way, now he's a pope.
He's slowly growing a cult now.
He wasn't able to take Gotham City, you know.
I want to have a concise design so
Vatican.
that the art contest is easy. Not a hodgepodge of fucking things.
Yeah, he's becoming the champion for like the underappreciated thugs who don't actually, get any screen time or appreciation. So he's such a low-class villain that the thugs just slowly start flocking to him.
Yeah, it's such a pathetic, like, low-class villain that he's like fucking Polka Dot Man as an upgrade.
No, it's like that one dude who basically pretended to kill Batman.
From that one animated episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as I dick punch somebody, we're gonna be calling it a wrap there. I hope that wasn't his ass phone. Okay. Anyway, what the hell is this marker that's pointing at? What is that? Is that towards Raish?
Yeah,
I think so. It's on the ground. By the looks of it.
Sorry, it's for the Wriggler. It's like that's why I don't really acknowledge it. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna be calling it a wrap here. Before we go, though, let me fucking. Let me make a poll for the bat suit we will be wearing for next time. Between these two.
You're doing the Rouse one, or race.
Rouse? Rouse sound good?
Oh, I thought you said Welsh. I was going to say, wait, what?
Yeah, that dude. We're going to do that dude next, right?
We'll start with these. We'll just give it a minute long. That'll be for next session's Batsuit. Ration Al Ghul. Ralph, all good. All right, yeah. Our raid hashtag will be the Wriggler.
Contest next week starting.
Yeah, next week. I'll have a set of rules for the art contest. It's the groundwork's easy. Like, just make a final design for the Wriggler, and then we'll have a judging show by the end of this playthrough. That should be pretty fun.
Yeah. And DC will not ask us for it.
Yeah.
If they do, then who gets the money?
Me.
You gonna split that shit?
No.
You motherfucker.
I gotta be honest. All right, so it looks like it'll be Batman Beyond for next session. That's cool.
Oh, the Bat Terry.
Yeah, the Bat Terry.
My name is Terry
sure.
McGinnis. Who's Terry McGinnis?
Let's
Bruce
see if
Wayne.
anybody else is playing Batman.
You killed my father. Do you have the slightest idea of how little that narrows it down?
Nope, that was your only clue.
Ryan just publishes. No, I'm the writer. Most of the time.
Does he ever come back in the comics?
Who?
The guy who basically killed Batman's Beyond Dad.
Oh, Blight? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna raid this dude. Hashtag the Wriggler.
The Wriggler.
And I will see you guys next Saturday with more Metroid Other M, and on Sunday with more Batman Arkham City. And next week's subnight will be the Q&A. We'll do for like 2 hours and shoot the shit with you guys. Some nice lo-fi music in the background. And thank you for the laughs and the fun times for tonight. Thank you, Orion Experiment, Linky Pat, for the company. Much appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.